See one person here. What's going on, person? Here to discuss anime, metal, mosh pits. Someone really just pop in here and just hit the like button and leave. It's crazy stuff, man. There's 5 of you in here. How's everyone doing this fine day? Everybody watching new anime, listening to new music, maybe? Raylan, what's up, man? Princeton Camp, hell no. Hell no to what? Have you got a donor yet? No, I don't know a donor for what. Johnny Ramirez, what's up, man? Alicia Lindsay, 6'7". I still don't know even know what that means. I still have no idea what that even means. So yeah. Jessica Rodriguez, thank you for stopping by. Kelly, hello, me. Um, Nick Mandave, no one has donated in stream yet. I'm still a small streamer, still probably not getting a lot of donations at this point in time. Dino Dog, shout out to Mr. Bradshaw. Lisa says hi. What's up, Lisa? Carter Brault, what's up, man? Thank you for stopping by. Jetser, thank you for stopping by, man. Nick Manday with the $1. Appreciate you, man. That's actually my first donation ever besides gifts. So yeah, shout out to Nick. That is wow. Appreciate that a lot, man. Kaylee, thanks for the subscription. On my way to 1,000, working my way up there. Slowly but surely getting there. Mary, what's up? Stephanie, what's up? Ben Gibson, what's up, man? Carter, Brault, I would donate, but right now I don't have any money right now, so I will sub in later on. And anything helps. Honestly, anything's really appreciated at this point. Again, I'm still a small creator, so I mean, and I'm not expecting a whole lot at this point in time. And plus, it's still uh, honestly, super chats and donations, they're optional, but definitely they're still appreciated. I will donate 100, but if you do 20 jumping jacks, not right now, man. Unfortunately, I'm still like really cooked from a freaking mosh pit I had the other night. Otherwise, I actually would do that. But if you come back later on sometime, then I think we could work something out. Amelia Diaz, appreciate you stopping by. Anybody's in here, feel free to drop a sub, drop a like on the stream. Helps out a lot. On my way to 100. Andrew loves fans. You're the best. Appreciate that, man. Kaylee, thank you for stopping by so much. Hopefully, you'll be back for other streams in the future. Definitely looking forward to it. Can you say my name? It's Bailey. Hello, Bailey. Thank you for stopping by. Amelia, bye, bro. Thank you for stopping by, Amelia. Really appreciate you stopping by. Everybody's here. Drop a sub, drop a like. Really helps a lot. We're talking about a lot of things right now. I don't know who's here for actual deeper talks. Christian Silva, appreciate the 99 cents, man. Every little bit helps. Gets me further to my own personal goals, and I'm definitely going to be putting that back into the stream in any way that I can, back into the channel, improving everything in every single way that I can. All right, what are we doing today? Right now, WSG YouTube. Welcome to the stream, man. Drop a sub, drop a like if you are enjoying. Right now, though, I'm charging my car, so it's just it. I'm just chill streaming right now. That's pretty much about it. But we're talking a whole bunch of things. Yesterday we were on the topic of space and astronomy, and then we got into anime a little bit, and people are like then we got into like some One Piece talk for a little bit in anime. I mean, please, more people join the live. Yeah, it's well, vertical live streams work a little bit differently than horizontal streams, so it's kind of expected that people are gonna pop in and out. Honestly, we did have a fair amount of people that were regulars here, so hopefully they'll stop by later on. But again, it's kind of expected for a small time streamer. I've got like 600 something subscribers at this point in time, so it's not like I'm big time Asmon gold level. Weight charge, light skinned skinned. Yes, light skinned man. Black, white, Native American. That is what I'm mixed with. Uh Sorry, everybody's chats are going by so fast. WSG, how am I doing? Doing great. Just got off of work, hit my goal for the day. Um, which is a plus definitely in the world of Uber and Lyft nowadays because it's getting a little more tough out here. Getting rides, I guess getting good quality rides, and it really is tough. Jared Gibb, I just shit my pants so hard. Congratulations, man. You should go and probably change your pants unless you're into that kind of thing. What do you mean by charge? I drive a Tesla, so I charge up. I am. Yeah, I drive a Tesla. Right now I'm at 72%. Usually I stay on here and get I get it as charged to full as I can just because this car is probably going back in whatever amount of time. Lone Star Games, do you have 148 subscribers? I'm assuming that's what that means. It's really good. Judging by your username, I'm assuming you're like a gaming YouTuber or something. Uh, Honestly, in the world of gaming nowadays, I think it takes quite a bit of time to get up there. But I mean, keep posting, post as often as you can. And I'd say probably do as big a variety as you can in gaming to see what actually sticks. Because it took a little bit of time for me to find out what sticks on my channel. Because honestly, I remember I was doing vlogging content when I started this channel, and then I switched to music reaction analysis, and then that was getting me more views, so I locked in on that. But honestly, once you get monetized, I'd say go and do more stuff if you want to branch out. Because at that point, once you're monetized, I mean, I don't think it can really hurt your channel in the long run. I mean, if a video flops, then you just say, well, maybe I'll make another one, maybe I won't. WSG YouTube doing awesome. Hit my goal for the day on work. Um, Definitely not working for the rest of the day, so gonna just be chilling out here, seeing what I can do in terms of live streaming, getting an audience going, working on getting to the number one YouTuber spot. Probably not gonna happen with as big of a YouTuber as Mr. Beast is, but I could probably carve out my own little 1 million subscriber count. I'm definitely on my way with 650 something subscribers right now. So anybody here, drop a sub, make sure you do. Looking at the next future YouTube streamer. I did go to the bathroom though afterwards. You kind of got some reverse logic there, Jared. What percent? I'm at 72% though. What's your favorite holiday made by human culture? Halloween, 100%. I'm not really a big holiday person, honestly. I honestly don't celebrate much nowadays. So yeah, there is that. But if I had to pick a holiday, it would definitely be Halloween. I just like the I just like the culture around it. If there's a Mr. Beast, where is Mr. Monster? That's a good question, Rishi. I don't know that answer. Um, Probably hiding somewhere in the shadows though. Andrew loves fans. I just shit my pants. I'm crying. You're the second one, man. You should probably go and get those changed real quick. Unless you're gonna shit your pants and then go to the bathroom, but that's still kind of a weird logic and weird way to go about it. Favorite color? I like silver. I think a close second would probably be red. I used to like green back in the day, but I don't know. I think silver is more of an attractive color if you ask me. Steven Bra Stephen Bono. I like Mischief Night, the night before Halloween. Is that really an official thing? That sounds like you're bullshitting me. You got to be bullshitting me, man. I would look that up right now, but I'm on my phone, so yeah. Term one. I like your beard. Any tips for cultivating? Just grow it. Just grow it. I don't do anything special. I really don't do anything special with it. I'm not trying to attract any ladies. I'm not trying to do anything special. So it just let it do its thing, honestly. Jessica, can you help me get a bike? No, I can't do that because I'm in my own financial straits situation right now. So yeah, but good luck on getting a bike if you're able to save up for it. Thea Dino music. My grief counselor died. He was so good. I don't even care. Sorry about that, man. I don't really know what to say in that situation. That's probably a difficult thing to go through. Me myself, I'm not the best with death, so I mean, it's hard for me to come up with words to say on that, honestly. Mad, Maddox, I can't even say your whole username right now. I'm so tongue twisted. Favorite color is silver. Close second is red. What's your favorite god made up by human culture? I'm not religious, but I remember back in the day I was like into like Greek and like Roman mythology, so probably probably Ares, the Greek god of war. Andrew, just shit your pants. You just shit your pants again, man. You gotta stop shitting your pants, man. At this point, I'm gonna think you're into it. What's your favorite color, dude? It's silver. Okay, that is the quintessential color of choice for me. Quite a lot of questions today, thank goodness. Because yesterday's stream was a little it wasn't lackluster, but right now it's a little livelier than it was yesterday. But let's hope fingers crossed that we're gonna get more people joining in here. Be nice to have quite a bit of a following. I'd I'd probably take at least 100 regular viewers at this point. That'd be pretty nice. But still got to get up there to the 1,000 subscriber count. That's the only thing I have left on my YouTube channel before I'm fully monetized. What the fuck is on your lips? A skid mark? Yeah, skid mark. That's exactly what's on my lips. 100%. Be great. Thank you for noticing though. Just got like 300 something subscriber count left before I'm fully monetized. And at that point, I think I'm going full time to streaming at least on YouTube because then it's just what I prefer in terms of content, honestly. Grid, what up, dude? What up, Dookie Gang? Oh hell no, man. We got a viewer count of 7 in here. Who's in here? Are we here to talk anime? Hopefully we're here to talk anime. Damn, Holmes, you gotta fix that shit. Fuck if you can't grow it, get rid of that shit. Look, man, I'm not trying to attract anybody, so I don't really care. I haven't cared for the past like year or so, honestly. And really since I've been growing the facial hair out, I don't know, man. I don't like the facial hair, but I also don't like the clean shaven look now. So I don't know what the hell to do with this. But for some reason, the girls like this goofy looking shit, bro. It really makes me wonder like what these girls are even doing nowadays, honestly. I don't know why or what's going on. You ever use Rogaine on your face before? No, I've never used Rogaine on my face. Honestly, honestly, I'm not a big chemical guy. Do your own thing. Who cares? Yeah, that's pretty much how I've seen it. Honestly, I mean, right now I'm just in that I don't really give a damn mode. Thanks for the laugh. You're welcome for the comment. Then stubble it. That shit looks like taint hair, bro. Dude, I can't grow like anything to save my life, honestly. I I've just given up hope, honestly, that I'm ever gonna grow anything. Chip Delic. I'm not even gonna read that, honestly. So everybody else who can read that in the chat if you're wanting to, I'm not even gonna. Yeah, Nate Stevens. I remember you. I think you were in here yesterday, man. I did that when I was like 17 and my beard grew in over summer. Maybe I should try it, honestly. I mean, I say I'm not like a big chemical guy, but I mean, if it's like one time, it's probably not gonna be too bad. But honestly, I think my big downfall is just the fact that like nothing really connects or anything. Like I grow like down here, and then this damn soul patch, and then the weird mustache, and that's about it. What would you do if when you okay, so he said yes would go, Alexander? I don't even know what that is supposed to mean. You might have to retype that and make it more legible. Gooner in the chat. Hello from Bangladesh. Hello from America to Bangladesh. It's an option that's there if you want to do it. If not, you already got a good hipster looking maybe that's the reason why some of the girls like the look, because I mean if you really think about it, girls usually go for like the bad guy or the ones that don't like the ones that are more rebel types. Words are I shaved my butt the other day, it looks like your upper lip. Oh man, this is not gonna get old. Words are hard. Yeah, words are hard sometimes, man. Honestly, honestly, I have like a kind of nervous system thing, so it makes it a little hard to actually fully enunciate words at sometimes. So it is what it is. I'm working on fixing it though, and making sure that I can get everything enunciated right. But also I have like brain fog issues too, so that also makes it difficult to like grasp for words sometimes. Silver is exotic. Welcome to the chat. Drop a like, drop a sub if you can. Really helps out. Appreciate if you do. Hopefully, you'll be a regular viewer in the future because you're apparently we're gonna be around for a lot of people roasting my facial hair in the future. Until I probably shave it at some point in time, but I don't really think I'm gonna be doing that at some point in the future anytime soon. May May 4th be with you from the dark side. I keep forgetting that's even a thing right now, honestly. Yeah, welcome to the roast. You got you're doing a great job. Keep up the good work, bro. You got this. Oh yeah, the little beer tap, the cheers thing. Man, appreciate it. Getting a lot more people that are following now. That's honestly I'm super excited because I didn't really think I was gonna be growing as much as as fast as I am currently. Because I started in November and like being at 650 subscribers right now, that's honestly crazy to me. I didn't think it was gonna go up that fast, but I guess it also comes down to just trying out multiple things for your content and knowing when you just gotta really lock in on something and just give up on another content avenue at least for a certain amount of time, and then, like I said, once you get fully monetized, you can kinda branch out more. Nate Stevens, how often do you stream? I try to stream every day, honestly, like, if I could stream every single day for 8 hours a day or probably more, I honestly would. At least for right now until at least until I get, like, fully monetized, and even if I do get even then when I get fully monetized, I would probably still try to stream every day just because like, I actually enjoy live streaming. I honestly like it more than making pre-recorded content, if you ask me. It's just it's more interaction in real time, which I think a lot of people are missing that nowadays. So what are your thoughts or plans for this in the future? Right now, stream until well, make content and stream until I'm fully monetized, and then once I'm fully monetized, I think my pre-recorded content I'll probably branch out into other avenues besides like music and music reactions and whatnot. It is tough with YouTube nowadays and making original content because I think a lot of things have been done. But also after that, really focusing on t- improving the quality of my live streaming as well. Because right now I only have my phone to work with for vertical streaming, but one eventually I plan on getting like a laptop and an actual decent setup going on so I can do more variety type streaming. So that way it can just attract in more people overall because with streaming you want to and there's sometimes where I think you do want to lock in on a certain thing if it's really working for your audience, but at the same time it doesn't really hurt to diversify in different avenues depending on how good you are at doing that, because I think some streamers are really good at doing like one type of thing for their audience, and then there's other streamers who are really, really good at doing multiple types of things. And those are usually the streamers where they have a viewer base that the viewer base comes for them and their personality and not just the fact that, oh hey, they're playing Fortnite or hey, they're playing Minecraft or he's playing the latest game and kind of like I think Asmongold and Jinxie maybe. Those are like the top two off my head in terms of streaming. Maybe Emiro a little bit too, but those are people that I see that really their viewer base comes more so for them and not just the specific type of content that they make, which I would definitely like to get to that status. I'd rather people show up for like me and like my audience and the people around me rather than just show up because I did like the big thing and then people got bored of it and then they just left. So fingers crossed going forward that that's going to be the future of the stream, but who knows what's going to happen honestly. I mean, I didn't really see like reactions being a thing that I would do in terms of my content on my channel, but I just started doing them and they started taking off. So I was like, well, this is doing a lot better than my vlog, so I might as well just lock in on this. I think the best way to do it is focus on viewer-oriented content first, what they want, while people don't know you yet, and then once they've seen a lot of you, diversify after that. Um, yeah, I think that is true to some degree. It really does depend on. I think it does depend on the type of streamer and like the content creator overall. Because I actually did do some streaming before on Twitch, and normally the issue that I have with that is, like, I'll go to play a certain type of game, and then when I get viewers in the stream, I'll try to interact with them a little bit more and ask them like, "Hey, are there any specific games you wanna see me play?" And then usually you get an answer like, "Oh, just play whatever you want." But the issue with that is, like, if you play the wrong game, or if you play a game they're not interested in, then they most certainly are going to leave, and that's the main issue that I do have with that. Is you really gotta, it's figuring out your audience. And aren't you worried people from your personal life see this? No, I actually, my cousin watches the stream, honestly, and I've actually had people like, that I know in real life and person that have watched the stream. And honestly, some people that I don't know like on a personal level, but they see me around town. Some people have seen me on stream, and they're like, "Oh, hey, I seen you at this concert," or like, there's a lot of people in the whatchamacallit, there's a lot of people in, like, local bands and stuff. It shows that they recognize me, they know my face, they, like, know me not on a personal level, but just, like, my appearance and everything, and they know all that. And then, I actually had it yesterday where a guy popped in the stream, and, he was like, "Oh, hey, I'm from X I'm from such and such band," and I'm like, "Oh, what's up, bro?" And yeah, it's a reality that you have to accept when you're going on the internet and you're doing live streaming. Is you just have to accept the fact that somebody you know is probably going to see you at some point in time. It's kind of like going on dating sites, or going on Tinder. You're probably gonna see somebody that you know on Tinder, and somebody you know is probably going to see you on Tinder. As much as you don't want to come to that realization, you have the anonymous mustache. I probably need to, like, curl it down a little bit more. Like this side's curling down perfectly, but like this one just kind of goes off straight. Kaylee, welcome back. Thank you for coming back. We're having a lot of fun conversation here. You looking rough, bro. Stay safe. I'm very well aware that I'm looking pretty rough out here. Giving your dog animals probably shouldn't be doing that, man. Uh, Probably a little soon to be missing people, Kaylee. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess in this world with the internet, it's yeah, that is a thing. Gold cruise, flex your bicep for the buzz. What, like that? I mean, I don't even really think I have like that much to show off, honestly. Uh, Malaki Robinson, what's up, man? Thank you for joining. Drop a sub, drop a like if you can. We're talking a lot of things. Gold cruise, bottle of soap. I don't even know what that means, honestly. Why do you sound so American? Because I am American, 100% American. Well, I'm mixed with Native American also, so American, Native American, 100%. What's up? For real, too real. Thanks for stopping by, man. Drop a like, drop a sub. We are currently, people are on the topic of roasting my abysmal facial hair situation, because I'm in a pretty rough situation. When you come into India, I don't know. I don't know, man. I honestly haven't really had much of an interest in going to India. Like, there's been a lot of places I want to go, like Italy, Japan. Japan's a big place just because, like, I mean, I grew up, like, watching anime and stuff, playing JRPGs a lot, and, I spent, like, 3 years learning Japanese also, so, yeah, probably should put that to use sometime, but who knows? Graveland 555, I did likes, appreciate that, man. Appreciate you stopping by, appreciate everybody stopping by. Respect for taking jokes not seriously. Man, honestly, like, yeah, humor's like a really it's like a lost art form nowadays. People just don't know how to take a joke anymore. And I really wish we could bring that back where people just didn't take it seriously. Cause I come from the time of when like your bros can just roast you and be like, hey bro, like your lips are looking fucking sideways today. And it's just like dude just laughs about it and he just roasts you back, like, oh bro, like you're so fucking bald, dude. Like ain't no like no girls are gonna want you. And people just used to be cool with that and laugh it off and take it as a joke and nobody gets hurt about it. But nowadays, everybody gets so damn butthurt about everything. Uh, X Broly, you got to be a DBZ fan with that name and that picture. Yo, WSP, where you from? I'm from Iowa. Question: should K sub or nor? Um, 100% you should sub. Helps out a lot, man. Definitely appreciate it. Also, we can stop by for later streams too, because I plan on streaming pretty much every day if I can. You look like a prisoner that just escaped Alcatraz. Bro, I don't even know if anybody can escape from Alcatraz. If you got to be a really, really strong swimmer to escape from that place, honestly. Pennsylvania. One of my I know Motionless and White is from Pennsylvania, I think. So they're definitely they're one of my top metal bands. You look like you have had some bong water before. Emil, I've not had bong water ever. I've never really thought about drinking bong water, although I know some people that have drunk bong water to get high at some point in time. So I prefer to learn vicariously through other people, and I've heard that it's a very nasty experience. Respect dog, seen a lot of weird American streaming. Jay was shouting Bible verses, you one of the chill ones. Yeah, there's some weird people out there, honestly. I don't know what's going on. Like people just aren't really in their right minds nowadays. KH, how are you doing by the way? Doing great. Got hit my goal on Uber for the day. Had got $100, which that's my typical goal for right now until the foreseeable future. I try to hit that daily and then I just call it right there because I don't want to I spent like the last 3 years doing it full time and I would do like 10, 12 hours a day every single day and that's just not a way that you want to live in my opinion. So now I've tried to shrink down my expenses a lot more so that way I can justify just making $100 a day. And it's definitely a lot less stress on here. Nate Stevens, do I drink? No, I don't drink. I haven't drank in I don't even know like 5 or some odd years at this point. I don't really like drinking. I don't like the way it makes me feel. I feel tired, lethargic the next day, and I just feel drained afterwards. The last time I really drank like that was, like I said, 5 years ago. I remember I drank a fair amount of red wine, and, that was my drink of choice. I'm just not really a big distilled liquor guy, but I remember that, I spent probably, like, half an hour in 3 different friends' bathrooms, completely throwing up everything that, like, I consumed that day, and, it was not a good sight, and my head was just spinning, and I don't like that feeling at all. You would sooner see me with, like, a blunt in my hand or something. Mail by accident, what you probably might have to reiterate on that again, because okay, I remember, by accident, no, I've actually known people that have drunk bong water on purpose just to get high. It's very, sounds like a very nasty experience though, honestly, but, apparently it actually does the job if you're in a pinch or something, then, I guess, if you don't have anything on you, then just drink bong water and, you can just get that high. Go have a good day and stream. Thank you for stopping by, Pavi. Hope you have a great day. Hope you're back for more streams in the future. Yeah, the hangovers aren't just worth it, Nate. I okay, so people are free to do what they want, honestly. Like, I just don't see the point in drinking like ever, honestly. I mean, I don't people you don't need alcohol to be an interesting person. You don't need alcohol to be a fun person. You don't need any of that. It just really comes down to I think humans know how to communicate on to that level and know how to be interesting. It's just like the modern world has really kind of stifled us to a point because like I go to concerts all the time and I go to get in mosh pits and that's a really good way to get like loosened up. So like I just think and instead of doing alcohol at a party, like why not just get up and move around, like do some dancing or something. Hell, even some push-ups or some jumping jacks or whatever. Get your blood flowing, get out of your head, get in your body. I know it is tough to do that nowadays because I'm not the best at doing it myself, but I mean like it's you just don't need alcohol, honestly. It's not worth it. You look amazing. Keep up. Keep pushing on. Appreciate that, Allison Martinez. Working a lot towards the future on YouTube and looking very bright so far. So I'm things are looking up. Joey, can you give me an explanation what a furry is? Somebody's this who's sexually turned on by people in animal costumes. That's like my simplest version. Thank you for the question and the engagement though. Fardingos, who are your favorite artists? Falling in Reverse is my number one artist. Love them a lot. Bad Omens would be a close second. Dropout Kings, really love them. They're like a rap style. They're like a rap metal type of band. Really, they're significantly smaller than a lot of other bands out there. But honestly, I find that a lot of smaller artists do make really good music, and it's really a shame that they don't have like the following that I think they should. Because they're kind of like Linkin Park in a way. But, I'd say they're probably a little more on the explicit side, but they make, like, anime references in their songs too, and it's really cool, honestly. I think I've seen them, like, twice, or, like, 3 times at this point live, and I'm gonna be seeing them in a couple months again, and I'm just always excited to see Dropout Kings, man. Love them, love them, love them. And the Browning also, they're one of my they're up there as well. They're, like, EDM type metal. Um really love the way they handled things, especially on their last album, Omni. That was a legendary fucking album, man. Legendary. I just wish a lot more of these bands got the limelight that they deserve. But people are gonna like what they like apparently. Oh, just joined, Jay. What are you doing? Welcome to the chat, Jay. Drop a like, drop a sub if you can. Just charging the car right now. Just got off got done with doing Uber, hit my $100 goal for the day. So I call it as soon as I call it right there as soon as I hit the $100 marker for the day, and that's about it. Uh, I've been tired ever since I've been doing 10, 12 hour days on Uber for the past 3 years, and it's not a way to live. Just not a way to live at all, honestly. Get out of your head and get in your body. Yeah, it's really tough. It's a really tough thing to do with that nowadays, honestly. Um, I wish more people were like I wish more people did it, especially at metal concerts, because like a lot of people nowadays, especially in the concert scenes, it's just getting kind of boring, honestly. Like people don't get out of their head anymore. People don't they don't move around, they don't jump, and it really irks me when I see footage of back in the day Woodstock concerts where everybody's jumping around a corn and everybody's getting excited, and then like you contrast that to today, everybody's on their phone, they're recording the concert, which I don't think there's anything wrong with putting up your phone for a little bit, dropping a Snapchat or dropping something on your story, but when you're just like sitting there and you're just the whole time. It's what do you come to concerts for? What do you come to social events for? Like you do that at work. You do that all day at work and you don't do anything to like cut loose at all. How long does it take to get 800 on Uber? Over the course of multiple days, I mean, you could probably do that on a good week. You could probably do that in like 5 hours a day, but it also depends on what hours you're working too. Because that I if I was doing the hours I was doing before, I could probably do that in 5 days. But that's also me working 10, 12 hour days. So I mean, probably 60 hours a week. Which again isn't that's not optimal, and I would not advocate for anybody to do that, which is the reason why I'm getting out of Uber this year because I'm tired. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't like doing it anymore. It was fun while it lasted in the beginning, but once your expenses get like super high, it just becomes less and less worth it over the years. But there are things I think I'm gonna miss about it. I mean, the, flexible schedule and everything, I am gonna miss that because I've been to a I've, been lucky enough that, I've been able to attend quite a lot of concerts over the past 3 years that I probably wouldn't have been able to if I was working, like, a 9 to 5 job, and, I could just take that time off if I felt like it. Now, of course, when I take that time off, I do have to make it up in other areas too, like, I mean, I have to work longer hours certain days or, make up the time somewhere else, but, I mean, you have that option, so, I mean, why wouldn't you do it? And, but there also are downsides too, I mean, like, when you go to 1099 work like that, your bank account, everything that you own in your bank account, every bit of money in your pocket, every money in your wallet, that is no longer your own personal, fundage. Everything that you own, everything that, is a asset to you is essentially a business expense in your eyes. So you will probably never see money as like your own personal thing again. Everything just seems like a business expense, and you're always thinking, well, I could put this back into something else, or why am I spending this when when I could spend it on like gas money or something, or charging my car, or I should probably be saving up for car repairs. And me personally, I don't think that's really a healthy mindset to be in, honestly. I mean, there's a certain extent to, like, nowadays that every aspect of life is kind of that way, but 1099 work, it it makes you see a lot of your own personal finances as business expenses pretty much. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting out of it this year. As much as I don't wanna go back to, the W-2, 1090, well, not the W-2 lifestyle and, having a set schedule, because that is gonna be a tough getting readjusted back to that, but, I mean, it is what it is, honestly. Okay, let me take a look at some stuff here. Alright, really successful streak so far. Got 6 people in here. Who's in here? Here to discuss anime, maybe, or maybe you're here to roast my facial hair some more. Seems like a lot of people are coming in here to do that, which I don't really care. It's actually kind of entertaining to see those messages pop on the screen. Or maybe we're here to talk music. I don't know. People on the internet are a little weird sometimes. It seems like once you get a fair amount of anonymity on the internet, you just people don't know how to act, honestly. See two people in the viewer counter. Is anybody what are people watching nowadays? I don't even know in terms of anime nowadays. Maybe Berserk or something like that. Definitely not I'm not up to speed on newer anime. Find a lot of the newer titles are quite weird. Go and get my phone charged up here. Probably gonna be a bit of a longer stream. Well, I'll be on until like what time is it? I'll be on for like another 2 hours. See what we can get done. Definitely gotta work my way through whatever we can get through today. Seems to be a lot more people dropping in nowadays. Well, at least right now. We got four of you in here. Tell me you're here to discuss Attack on Titan. Or maybe you're here to discuss Dragon Ball Z. I know I know I think Dragon Ball Z is probably a bigger title than Attack on Titan is. Just the way it is, unfortunately, even though Attack on Titan is my more preferred series. That light is not doing me any favors. Any new people in the chat, drop a sub, drop a like. Helps out a lot. Hopefully I'll be back for more live streaming action at a later date if you're not here to chat for right now. Had quite a lot of we had quite a lot of chatters here earlier, but I don't know. People lose interest with their TikTok attention spans now. I don't know what's wrong with people, honestly. Whatever it is, we need to fix it though. Or maybe it's because I'm not showing like a bunch of different pop ups or having fancy hyper edits. So I'll hydrate and lubricate my vocal cords while we're waiting for more people to show up. Got four people in here. If you're new, drop a sub, drop a like on the live stream. Hopefully, you're here to discuss many of the different topics that are at hand right now. Any new people in here, drop a sub, drop a like. Also, drop a comment chat. Silas, Jesus is king. You are probably in the wrong chat for that message. You are falling on non-religious ears, I'm afraid. So you might have to find somebody else to preach that to. I don't know when that got to be a big thing, but yeah, just clench your butt cheeks, kid. It's probably like a tongue in cheek back room of the back room of the church joke. There's 4 people in here. Drop a sub, drop a like if you aren't so inclined to. You can also drop something in the chat. Let me know what your favorite anime is. Who's best girl of the year? S- Star Wars Lover Boy, $10. Oh man, okay. I appreciate the $10, man. That's crazy. I wasn't expecting that, honestly. Some people on YouTube act like wannabe gangsters who are chill. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, I try to be. I mean, my philosophy with YouTube is I don't want to end up like one of these nuisance streamers, honestly. Oh, like if you say Jesus is king in the way. Man, I can't do that. I mean, I'm not religious. I'm not religious, man. And I'm not gonna say that because it's oh no, I just feel weird about saying it, honestly. And I don't really think that's all kosher with I don't really think that's kosher for a lot of Christians, if you ask me, man. I'll consider it, man. I'll consider it. Tom, you watch Freezing, bro? Don't, man. I didn't even know you watch Freezing. What? That's crazy. Why don't I believe? I believe in science. I know there's Christians out there that they believe in like science and like they have their own way of I guess biblical practices, but the whole scientific thing to me just has more logic and everything, and plus I haven't seen proof of God. I haven't heard or like seen I haven't heard the voice of God. So I mean, I am agnostic. I'm not atheist. So I just say like, man, I don't know. I don't know, honestly. Aliens and religions are filled for facts and science. That's crazy. But yeah, I'm agnostic, man. I don't say there is. I don't say there isn't. I don't say there is. It's just I haven't heard. And I try to say this to a lot of my Christian friends too, that I just don't, you know, pixies in chat, but do what you're gonna do, man. If you want to share something in here, go ahead. Maybe it might resonate with some people in here. Who knows? I mean, we're in a free country. I mean, I'm not like a lot of the other people out there that especially the people that say they hate Christianity. Because I mean, like, I think honestly, I think there is some good that can comes from Christianity itself, like having a moral compass and everything, and like ethical stuff as well. And the objectional fact of the reality is with the U.S. is that like it is a primarily Christian nation. Uh, Tommy, I don't know. Did you do anything with Pixie? Like in terms of moderation? Is there she's messaging me on Instagram to see if something's going on. James, I can tell you're a Christian. I don't know if I seem like a Christian or not, man, but I'm agnostic, so But I mean, if you again, I have Christian friends, and I don't look down on anybody for what they believe in. So that's really that. But Pixie, I don't think you're banned or anything. I seen your message on Instagram. Uh, I just I can't really look at it for some reason. Well, I know why I can't look at it. I can't look at it because because it'll freeze up the stream if I switch over and everything. But I don't think you're banned or anything. Um, Let me see. Any moderation. Yeah, I don't think Pixie or I don't think you're banned. You shouldn't be anyway. Can you drop something on Instagram? Let me know if you're able to chat or anything like that. Is it saying that you're unable to send messages and chat? Silas. So you know how people blog their life and important things that happened. Kinda, yeah. I mean, I used to do vlogs when I started this channel, so I mean, there is that, but my life in particular isn't well, my everyday life isn't the most exciting thing, and every pretty much most of my days are monotonous as hell. But some people I think probably have more things going on in their life in the same way that is what all the people who wrote the Bible did. Yeah, well, there is some tricky things with that too, because I mean, I've heard some people say that like they found like artifacts that are listed in the Bible and everything. So I mean, but at the same time, it's like, well, who's writing the thing, honestly? Because I mean, we've been through. Well, there's been how many different testaments. So I mean, who's writing it? Who's doing the different scriptures? I've attended church probably twice in my life. Doesn't really resonate with me. I think and the most recent time was back when I was like 16 or something like that. Again, and there are some aspects, like I said, to Christianity that I think there's some pros to it. Like I mean, community, because that I think that's a big thing that I do think that's a big thing that like atheist communities and agnostic communities are missing is that sense of community. Now they could go and do that. They could make their own community in a way, but there's just not like I'd say there's not that leadership aspect to it that Christianity has behind it. Because I mean Christianity has like the church and everything, but there's just not like that thing going on for agnosticism or atheism. Kayla Mills, thank you for stopping by. Drop a sub, drop a like if you are so inclined to. Have quite a bit of different conversation topics to go on hand right now. Trying to been trying to get into the anime thing for a little bit, but I don't know. People don't really seem to want to talk much about anime nowadays for some reason. I don't know why. Seems like there's just a taboo around it or something, maybe. Also talking music, metal, or people are here to roast my facial hair too. That's a pretty big topic also. So right now apparently I look rough as hell. Seem nice. Yeah, I try to be. It's I don't know. It's I just have a philosophy with life that really is as treat others the way you want to be treated. Honestly, at least until somebody treats you that the way that you don't want to be treated. Because I do believe that 100% respect nowadays is earned, and I don't that goes for everybody. Honestly, Silas, I used to watch anime. Mm. You're not like an active watcher anymore. I mean, I'm not really like a active watcher as much as I used to be back in the day when I first started watching anime. But I also kind of blame that on like the weird state of anime as a whole right now. Can I play music? Unfortunately, I can't just because YouTube copyright issues and plus I'm on my phone and everything. Because on it like YouTube's just really weird with monetization and all that, and they will snatch like all the money from the stream, unfortunately. I really wish I could. I wish I could. Yeah, I really wish I could though, man. It like I just I don't really like not being able to play stuff in the background or whatever. Now maybe one day if I get like a big enough Twitch following or a Kick following, then I think I would probably stream to those sites exclusively and play music in the background because they're not lenient with it, but they don't snatch revenue from the streams. They'll like silence or they'll mute your VODs, but they don't seem to snatch revenue from the streams for playing copyright music. Naruto and some Dragon Ball. Yeah, I watched all of Naruto. I haven't watched the original Dragon Ball, and I've watched Dragon Ball Z, like I've watched basic chunks of it, and then I've watched all the way up to the Frieza arc canonically. But the only part of Dragon Ball that I've actually finished is Super, and even that I think is getting a rehash because of the because it was ahead of the manga at the time, and so now they're gonna be putting it more in line with the original source material. Really, I'm really interested to see what they're gonna do with it though. Naruto, honestly, the original Naruto and Shippuden is where it ended for me. Um, like you have Boruto coming out, but I'm just not interested in that. They should have just left good enough alone. They really should. 101 BNN. Can I get a oh yeah? There you go, man. You got it. Now drop a sub and drop a like if you are so inclined. Justin, I can't read that last name. That's or Ilya Taporia. I don't know who those people are, honestly. Have no idea. Nathan, please pray for me, brother, going through it. All right, yeah, everybody go ahead and pray for Nathan. Sounds like whatever they're going through is probably pretty tough, but yeah. Hopefully everything works out, man. Hopefully everything works out. Pixie, there you are. I see you now. Testing one, two, three. Can you see me now, bro? Man, I see you. I see you. I don't know what's going on. 111. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't think you were banned or anything. Which I mean, YouTube, you can't really ban anybody, honestly. Like, you can hide their chats or you can time them out. But I didn't see you get timed out or anything. My my cousin's the only one right now with the moderator status, so I don't really think he would ban you. Restart it. That's crazy that you had to restart your computer to get chat. That's crazy. You kinda got here just at, like, the tail end of when we had a bunch of people in here, because we had, like, 50 people in here for a little bit, and then they just all disappeared for some reason. It's happened a few times. Yeah, we were kinda talking about, your potential moderator status, at a later date. We're still in the works on some stuff, though. Yeah. Non-denominational churches. Yeah, I got friends that are pretty non-denominational, honestly. I actually have a friend, like, he's not for government, sanctioned marriages, and, he's specifically married through the church, and that's honestly my opinion on it. Like, as a non-religious man, I don't think we should do government sanctioned marriages, and, honestly, I think it should be up to whatever religious establishment that you're under. Giggins, what's up? Drop a like, drop a sub if you can, really helps out a lot. Talking, quite a different few philosophy type things. It's Krista Lynn. What's your favorite wrestler? Back in the day when I did watch wrestling was Rey Mysterio. I liked Edge a little bit, but, I also I think that also attributes to just me liking, I tend to like bad guys nowadays in shows. I like the evil people. It's a pretty weird thing. I think most people tend to like the heroes, but I tend to like villains now. Wait, patiently waiting. Yeah, I do think eventually we are gonna need multiple people across streams, but who knows? Honestly, he swears that he'll be able to handle up to like 1,000 or a couple thousand people, but who knows? I mean, I've seen some streamers live chats at 1,000 chatters, and it's crazy sometimes. I don't even know how some people keep up with it. Cool kid. What's my favorite movie? Um, I'm a horror guy. I love the Saw series. The I know the first ones were more kind of a mystery type movies instead, and then eventually and later on they got to be extremely gory, and there was a lot of like they were like big splatter fest and everything. Which don't get me wrong, I like that type of horror too. But I think it did catch people off guard when it came to that aspect. But I do think that's why they leaned into that aspect of those movies as well, is because it's just what people liked from the series when they tried it out. As I mean, why wouldn't they do it if it was working for them? And it's just it's a pretty popular thing now with horror movies is the splatterfest route. I mean, I don't know how many people here have seen Scream 7 when that came out, but that the story for that movie was just really not there. Like there wasn't much of a story. I didn't really know why I was supposed to care about any of the characters. I didn't know any of the characters, and I mean, admittedly, that might be because I didn't watch any of the other Scream movies to know that, but I don't know if there was anything canonically going on from previous ones that carry over. But overall, like it, I think it was more of s- like a splatter fest and a gore flick more than anything. So I mean, if you're just looking for like serial killer, go stab, then I mean that's pretty much the movie for you. Other than that, um, some of my other movies. Well, I mean, I guess I already named a favorite movie off the top of my head, but I also enjoy some of the space movies too. Interstellar is a big one. Some people didn't like the movie Life, it seems, but I kind of like that movie. It's like I don't know if we have enough space horror movies like that to go around, and I think we should do more of it. I wish they would do like a another movie for that, but I remember looking on Reddit and people were kind of trashing it, saying that it was like it was just a series of really bad choices that probably should have never even happened to begin with anyway. But I mean, I mean that's kind of Hollywood in general, and that's movies. I mean, things happen in a very unlikely scenario. Unlikely scenarios happen, unlikely things happen, and things just line up really, really weirdly. Agnostic face, what do you do with scary face? I just need to turn to one side, bro. I just need to turn to one side. And then it's gonna get to two face. Oh my gosh, man. This is gonna be a day. Closing in on 700 subscribers almost. Crazy, crazy. Avis, he got that sigil hair, that sigil coat hair. Hey, look, man, I've got it tied up. Honestly, I'm looking a little rough out here today, so I just was like, man, screw it. Um, didn't really have enough time to get my hair game in check, but I mean, we're here for it. If Asmongold can go on stream and not shower for a month, then I mean, I can go on stream looking a little rough for a day. It doesn't really matter to me. Plus, it's yeah, no excuses. There's no plus it's just more fuel for the fire when people come in here and they start making jokes. Adds a little bit of flair to the chat, if you ask me. One day, Asma made a podcast. You've seen it. Shit is mad cringe. Are you talking about Allcraft? Because I seen he did. I've been watching some of the episodes with I don't know who the other guy is on that podcast, but yeah, I seen the one with Caleb Hammer from Financial Audit, and that was a really funny, that was actually a really funny episode, honestly. We could go out and have a hair day together soon. Hey, maybe one day I'll be rich, bro, and we can just I can take us out on like a spa or something. Uh, you signed to Warner Music? No, I'm not signed to Warner Music. Allcraft. I seen one with Kayla. They lit on chairs awkwardly, constantly talking to fill the time. I mean, they're video game people, and I mean Caleb Hammer. I've seen him on other podcasts too, and that's just kind of his character, man. I mean, he didn't. To his credit, I mean it's the first time that he did meet the that he has met Asmon and the other guy on that podcast in person. And I mean, that seems to be kind of typically what podcasts are. Is the first time people get on. You ever tossed a salad, brother? Man, no, I've never tossed a salad. You'll accept a Diddy party invitation? No, I will not accept a Diddy party invitation. Caleb looked mad uncomfortable though. I mean, it's to be expected with a lot of with a lot of people going on podcasts for the first time. And I mean, if you look at Caleb on other podcasts too, like his character has been about the same for a lot of other podcasts that I've seen him on. And I mean, with a lot of people too on other pod with what was I going on there? Caleb Hammer, Financial Audit, Brandon. But, yeah, that just seems to be his character, honestly, I like the I like that podcast, man. If anybody really has anything bad to say about Asmongold, I mean, you can dislike Asmongold all you want, but I fuck with the guy. I fuck with him. Honestly, if I ever start a podcast one day, I'd probably like to have him on the on a podcast. Because I mean, as much as I don't agree with every single one of his takes, I don't. And I'd say most of the time I actually do agree with him. I think the main things I don't agree with him on are his takes with like EBT and being able to purchase like cookies and cakes and stuff with it. I don't agree with that, but I mean, like he's he's based, bro. He's based, and he's like his authentic self on camera. He's his authentic self in pretty much every aspect. And I just really believe we're lacking in that nowadays. I don't just find his podcast weird like it feels forced. Um, yeah, that might be a lot of podcasts though, honestly. I mean, it really depends on who's doing the podcast because um I've seen some really, really awkward podcasts or some weird podcast episodes, and not just on there too. Like Chris Williamson with on Modern Wisdom. There was one podcast he had where um I forget the guy's name right offhand, but it was after like the first Trump attempt and everything, and the guy he had on was he was a little eccentric to say the least. Um, it just really didn't really seem like he knew how to carry conversations all the way through. I don't really listen to or watch podcasts anymore. TBH, they just got quite bored. Yeah, I think there's kind of a little bit of podcast fatigue nowadays too. Like honestly, I've been really selective with my podcasts that I listen to nowadays because there's just so much podcast out there, and it's just you can't listen to all of them. You just can't. It's impossible. As much as I would like to be able to tune into every Joe Rogan episode or like tune into every Modern Wisdom episode, it's just really hard. And I think that's a big thing with a lot of things though nowadays is we're just really oversaturated with a lot of content. So you're telling me you just eat this salad as is? Peasants. Yeah, no toppings, no dressings, no yeah, don't put anything extra on it. If you put anything extra on your salads, you're not a real man at all. Since you brought up Trump, what do you think about the latest White House dinner attempt thing? Don't know where it was at, but I'm from England. It felt mad staged and fake. Yeah, honestly, in my opinion, it just feels staged at this point. I mean, why would somebody be able to get that even that far into the White House? It just doesn't make sense to me, honestly. And the more I think about it, like a lot of this stuff with government and even in other countries to a certain extent, it just a lot of this feels like it feels more dramatized than anything. I think a lot of this is just dramatized. And I was telling my friend about this too that like government feels like it just feels like all of this is just a big reality TV show, and a lot of this stuff you see on TV or online, just it's all for show. That's what it feels like to me nowadays. Because I mean, like people love drama for some reason. At least most people do anyway. I mean, if you look at any stats, then it doesn't make sense. Yeah, Cletus, I remember you from yesterday. About to go to bed. Well, oh, thanks for stopping by, man. Hopefully you have a good rest for the night. Extra cheese. America feels like a drama TV show from England. That's like being here in America, it feels like that sometimes too, honestly. Like you're honestly not the only one that feels that way. Because there's just been a lot of things that have happened over the past years that just it just nothing feels really authentic anymore, and it doesn't really surprise me at this point. And then you just have like people that don't really seem to react to things like they should, which I mean, the whole world's kind of weird and people react to things differently and really weird nowadays. I don't know what we're gonna do, honestly. At this point, I've kind of given up on the idea that here in America we have the freedom of choice because at the end of the day, I don't really think we've had the freedom of choice for quite a while. I mean, there is a saying that that was going around a while ago. If we had the freedom of choice, then people wouldn't be able to vote, and I think that rings true even today. Fake WWE blood for sure on the one. I've honestly been thinking this way for a long time about this stuff. A lot of this stuff just seems so dramatized to the point where it's meant to get an emotional reaction out of people because that is the strongest thing that you can really leverage against people is emotional reactions. And unfortunately it does work on most people because I mean like if you look at internet reactions right now and even if you walk outside for a little bit and you just take a stroll down your local like in your local Walmart and you hear people you just kind of like you eavesdrop in on people's conversations. It's really interesting. It's really interesting. And honestly, I didn't really think it was this bad until I started doing rideshare and I started interacting with more people and listening to conversations and you it just doesn't really surprise me at some of the people that I hear on these like podcasts and stuff that sound like NPCs or they're just like regurgitating the same thing that the rest of the crowd are talking about. I have to conceal my identity in case he becomes rich and I can become a Batman like figure. Yeah, keep your identity safe, bro. We don't. I mean, eventually, it is going to happen where people are gonna just say really weird things. I'm gonna start getting weird messages. I'm probably gonna get death threats, and honestly, I'd say that's actually guaranteed. The only person that I think is probably immune to that is Luke from the Outdoor Boys. And but he might not even be immune to it too. You just don't really know if anything is going on behind the scenes because I mean the comments on his videos are turned off. But I mean if he doesn't, then he got out nice and safe. Then the end credits and with Kamala drinking wine, cackling. What's rideshare like taxi? Yeah, like Uber, Lyft. Where, yeah, it's pretty much the same thing as a taxi. You just you order it on your phone, and somebody comes in like their own personal vehicle that they have. Like I drive a Tesla for Uber, and I just drive this around and pick people up and drop them off for uh for money, of course. But you get to meet a lot of interesting people. Oh, you just got Uber there? Oh, maybe Lyft is just an American thing. Maybe they haven't gone international yet. Because we have Lyft here, and it's quintessentially the same thing as Uber, except Uber has more market share and everything, and they're a bigger company, and more people know about it. Basketball, welcome to the stream, man. We are on fire today. We got a lot of things going on, but yeah, the people that you run into doing rideshare is really interesting because I've run into some interesting individuals. I remember there was one girl. I didn't think girls like this actually existed in real life until I met this woman. But she talked with such a weird cadence, like, "Oh, I don't know about this and that," and then she goes into then she has me drop her off at a gas station to pick up a charger, and she's like, I just paid like $25 for this charger and all that, and then like, did I just get ripped off? And I'm like, yeah, you kind of got ripped off. I've been missing some because I've been interested in tornadoes. Yeah, tornado videos are interesting, man. I actually kind of like watching those natural disaster videos sometimes, and honestly, they're kind of brain rot, but like they're just interesting to see when you have like when you see like F5 tornado and you just think, man, this is what nature is capable of. Can I put some music on? I enjoy listening to my parents got divorced and now I'm in trouble. Team you have. Do you have that one? No music, unfortunately, with YouTube because YouTube copyright strikes, live streams even. So I wish I could, but maybe one day if I get a big enough following and everybody follows me over to Twitch, then I could play music on that end. In which case I would probably not be live streaming to YouTube anymore. Because I honestly I want to, but copyright is a bitch, unfortunately, and it's tough to get around. Well, I think it's tougher to get around with live streams because YouTube they'll snatch every little bit of revenue off this stream. It's all the music he listens. What did I miss? I don't even know what I missed there. Basketball brain rot. Brain rot is like content that doesn't have any educational value. Like you literally just watch it, just watch it. And honestly, in some cases, I don't even really think it has educational value either. It's just there's just a lot of fancy visuals that go on that play tricks on the human psyche to keep you watching it. It's a good album. I know streamers who put on AI playlist. One of them is Goth, and he thinks it's a real band. I actually haven't thought about doing that. Maybe I should do it. But honestly, like AI music's a bit of a hot topic nowadays because there are people that'll be out there like, oh, why are you listening to AI music? And it's just, I mean, maybe it's all right with some people if it's just background music and you're not um and you're not like actively promoting it or something. I think that's a fair case scenario to use for it because like again, copyright's just it's a bitch to work around. I've tried every which way and I've really tried to figure out what's going on with it, but I understand why a lot of streamers don't. Well, I understand why some streamers choose not to play music and or they play like certain types of music. Because like there's certain types of music that you can play, but it's tricky to know which ones to play because you're not gonna know um if the record label is okay with that until after you do the upload. Which I wish there was a way to check and see with like certain rights holders on music to see if they're okay with you using that music. Highly disagree with tornadoes. Yeah, it's not to say that all of that content is brain rot. It's just I'm specifically more referring to the ones that don't really teach you anything in regards to how they work. Like, I mean, because there's some content like that you'll watch and you just don't really absorb anything from it. But I mean, if you're like really learning something from it, then yeah, it's not brain rot. It's just it really depends on the content in regards to that. He's like 50 years old, but it's hilarious because he shouts out the bands and it's just AI YouTube accounts. Old people and AI, man. What's the worst passenger I've had? Oh man, I've had a few passengers that I just did not like, but there's a few that come off the top of my head because there was one guy he had a problem with me driving the speed limit, which I mean on Uber, you wanna drive the speed limit 'cause, you wanna keep making money, and it just gives people to more of a reason to report you fraudulently anyway. But he's like, "Oh, like, did you like, you can drive faster than this. Do you always drive this slow?" And I'm just thinking to myself like, "Dude, I'm about ready to drop your ass off in the corner." And then at some point in time, he's like, "Oh, well, I know I'm of a darker complexion than you, but, like, you shouldn't be judging." And I'm like, "Bro, this doesn't even work here. First of all, you're black, I'm part black, so I don't think you can really claim the race card here. I don't it doesn't really work like that." You should have rubbed him. And the funniest part about it was is like he continues doing it because I'm just like, you know what, I'm just gonna finish out this ride because I just want to get paid, honestly, and I don't really care. Just as long as dude doesn't report me. And plus I got a dash cam and all that. But at the end of the ride, he looks at me as he's getting out of the car. He's like, "Remember, don't judge us." And I'm just thinking, like, what, bro? Like, dude, there's no way you really just thought that. I don't know. People are so fucking weird, man. Basketball. Thanks for stopping by, man. Hopefully you'll be back for more streaming later on. Gonna be on for a little bit longer. And then there was a time where I had a couple of fugitives in my car. I didn't know they were fugitives until they were getting pulled out by the police, but, I remember I picked up a guy, and the entire time we were driving about a mile or something down the road, and, he, so he was on the phone the entire time. He's, like, looking out the back. He's like, "Oh," and he's, like, on the phone, he's like, "So and so's tweaking, blah, blah, blah. You should have got in the car with me. Nobody's following us." He's looking out all my windows, and and he tries to make some conversation with me. He's like, "Oh, how's your day going, bro?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's going all right. Blah blah blah. I just got back from the show yesterday. Got it. It was really fun." And then like you reciprocate and you're like, "Oh, like what's going on with you, man?" And he's like, "Oh, just on a bender." And then nothing after that. Silence, doesn't give me any extra info. And like, keep in mind, I'm already creeped out by this guy. I'm wondering, like, whoa, who is this guy? Why is he looking at my back window? What's going on? And then he has me eventually pull a Yui down the street and comes and picks up a girl and everything. And then once I get like a half mile down the street or something, I get lit up by like 20 fucking squad cars from a fugitive unit. And they're like, and I'm just like, oh my, who are these people? And I'm just thinking, like, dude, these people could have like pulled a gun on me at some point, or they could have or man, they could have done any number of things. But luckily, they didn't do anything. But it was just crazy that the fact that I had 20 squad cars deep, and they were all unmarked. And I just I don't know. People are so damn weird nowadays, man. Um, man, getting a lot of chats going by. Sounds like he sounds like his entire life is based on skin color. Yeah, that's kind of the story of my life in a way. Um, because he had no clue, bro, because you're light skin. Wait, why is the fugitive story glossed over and the random guy who got annoyed at the speed limit was the first main problem? Look, honestly, like I wasn't really annoyed with the fugitive thing. It was just I just didn't really think much about it because like the guy wasn't really annoying to me. He didn't really do a whole lot of weird things besides just chill on the phone and like talk and be suspicious and all that. And then they got pulled out of my car, and that was about it. So I don't know. My list of mental priorities is not really the best. So most people probably shouldn't follow me as a beacon of what to prioritize in life. I think that's kind of the moral of the story here. Don't listen to me on how to prioritize things because you'll probably end up down the wrong road. And that guy pulling the racist thing, that I think that's one of the things that really annoys me with a lot of people is just I just don't like people getting super confrontational with me, and honestly, especially when I'm like working and trying to just get by in life, and like I didn't do anything wrong. Why are you doing this, man? But I mean, honestly, the fugitive story probably should be higher priority, but my prioritization again isn't the best. This is America. 20 squad cars. I ain't getting no tip. Oh man. Honestly, like that was probably the only thing that was on my mind at that point in time too. That's the crazy part. I'm just probably sitting there thinking like, oh man, I'm not getting no tip. Or like, oh man, this was a good fare. Like, why did they have to get arrested? Honestly, at that moment in time, I legitimately thought about just finishing out the ride or like swiping complete on it so I could get the full fare. But with me doing rideshare full time at that point, I didn't want to mess anything up or have Uber flag me for suspicious activity. But nowadays, I don't really care. I would have just finished out the ride and claimed the full fare. Greetings from Chechnya. Welcome aboard, ex Fazo. Hopefully, you'll stay by, drop a like, drop a sub, and yeah, stay for future streams. The race shit seems like something often pulled in America. No one gives a shit about it here, ever brings it up. Yeah, like, li- it- I just think the race thing here in America is really just a fabricated thing, and people feed into it. And honestly, like, the crazy part about it is some people say like there's like a race agenda against black people here in America, but honestly, like, um, I know I'm not like the darkest looking individual, but I think a lot of people would be able to tell that I'm like not fully white. At least most black people can tell, and well, I'd say most non-white people can tell that I'm like mixed race. A lot of white people tend to think I'm actually white for some reason, but like me personally, I haven't experienced it here for myself, and I haven't really witnessed it happening to anybody else. So does it happen here? Probably, but I just think the blatant in your face stuff here just seems fabricated, and like a lot of it seems more so for financial gain at this point. Uh, Dropping by. Yeah, the squad car is just, oh great, I'm gonna be late for the next pickup. I agree to. Oh man, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, my prioritization list is weird. Honestly, if it's not something that really annoys me, then I just don't think about it much. Feel is 100% fabricated. Fully agree. Racism doesn't exist in my opinion unless you're far and extreme racist. But I don't think there's a system in place to get anyone down based on color. Yeah, and honestly, if you really think about it, like the race thing, like a lot of other countries do it too. I mean, like Japan is now wanting to Japan, I think they're stated they've wanted to cut off the amount of foreigners coming because they want Japan to be more like Japanese. And I don't really think there's anything wrong with that inherently. And once I started listening to a lot of these people on podcasts and stuff talk about this, where like, oh, I want my kid to look like me, so I want to be like with a white person or something, or whatever, or like a black guy says he wants to be with a black girl because he wants his kids to look like him. I don't think there's really anything wrong with that per se, and yeah, as long as it doesn't come from like a place of hate or something inherently. Register as much mine, but nothing but biracial. Looking in from England, America's obsession with race does seem a bit over the top. Yeah, it's really my opinion again, it's super fabricated here if you ask me. Like people blow it out of proportion. Like the Black Lives Matter thing when that came around, it just seems like that's an organization just trying to get money out of people and they really it's kind of like the medical system here. Like the medical system makes more money off of treating people's symptoms rather than actually curing the full illness and what's causing it rather than yeah, lived in a few different places. Where all we live, Nate? Okay, so where now? East Midlands near Nottingham. Oh man. Yeah, didn't think I was gonna have the fair amount of European viewers, but honestly, like welcome y'all. I actually like listening to a lot of the international stuff going on because it does give a lot of perspective on what's going on outside the US, and like there's a lot of stuff I wouldn't even really thought was going on. BLM was a scam, wasn't it? Didn't the woman who started it now live in mansions? I would believe that honestly. BLM probably started out with good intentions, but I think once you get an organization like that, and if once they start getting money coming in, that they get a taste of that wealth, and then it's just hard to stop. And I think that's part of human nature too, is just like people start getting that money coming in, and then they're like, oh well, now I don't really have to stress about things anymore. And then, but then eventually, like you want more ultimately. And I think that gets into why like money's an inherent evil nowadays. But unfortunately, it is a part of our world now, and you just kind of have to learn to deal with it, at least until the collapse of society happens. But who knows if that's going to happen, when or if. Lived in China last year. I hear China's like really advanced nowadays. Don't they have isn't a lot of their stuff that they're doing now pretty much on their phones? Because I had a few people saying that they have like their IDs and their licenses are on their phones, all their banking information is on their phones. Now I don't mean like the extent that we have in America where like you have apps to go in, but like a lot of it is actually on the phones, kind of like a virtual wallet of sorts. Well, it seems like 90% of your viewers are now from England. At least for right now, at least for right now. We'll, uh, we'll get a good mix going on. We'll definitely get a good mix going on once, some more Americans starting in, but, it seems like a lot of the American people that pop in here, like school kids for some reason, which I don't know if I really understand that, but it is what it is, man. Love that humans are able to connect like this from all over the world. Yeah, it's a crazy time, honestly. I honestly, like a lot of people in the higher ups and the powers and what it may be think that they can hide stuff from us now, but they probably should have never given us internet if they wanted to keep a lot of the stuff that they're trying to keep secret now, because they just can't. They can't keep it secret. Viewing BLM as it was back then, it felt like a nice movement, but seeing the damage and riots remind me of Rodney King riots way back then. Yeah, that's kind of what it feels like, honestly. Like everything's just for profit now. Like, I mean, if you look at a lot of these organizations now, well, I don't know how many of these organizations are over in Europe, if any, but like we have like the American Heart Association here, which is supposed to be that's supposed to be like organization for helping people with heart disease, but it doesn't actually do that. Like heart disease is as rampant as it's ever been, and it's actually getting worse really in the US. And I think that's true for a lot of other countries too, honestly, because the dietary advice that they give us just doesn't seem to work out in the long run. And they're just not fighting it. And the same thing with like some of these associations for like autism and stuff. Like we're not getting to the root cause of what's actually going on, honestly. China's very high tech and industry, yeah, but a lot of their population are miserable and in poverty. It's a very diverse country. I could see that too, honestly. I mean, I think it's probably going to be impossible to get rid of poverty completely. It's just like the hierarchy of how things go in the world. Honestly, if you ask me, the best time to probably be alive was probably caveman times back when you were hunting for food and stuff. But I mean, they had their own stresses to deal with too back then, like not getting eaten by a bear or freaking getting chased by a saber-toothed tiger. But I don't know. There's a each every individual era of humanity has its own little stresses. China's way more advanced than Europe. You use your phone to pay for everything. Use the subway. Every lamppost has 8 Holy shit, 8 cameras. Robots and drones deliver your food, and you paid 150 for it. It's oh my gosh, man. That is crazy. slowly normalize. Grew up in the best possible time, seeing the biggest tech changes and industry changes ever. Life was colorful back then. Malls had flavor. Now it's just black, white, and gray. No more. Yeah, that's honestly me being born in '97. I still kind of remember a time before like cell phones, and plus I didn't have a smartphone when until I was like 16. Didn't really grow up with a lot of money to afford that. Kiki Phillips, thank you for joining the chat. Hopefully you'll drop a like and a sub and you'll stay around for the lovely chatter that we have going on. Yeah, the 90s, when I look back on the 90s, even though I wasn't like a fully sentient human being at that time, when I look at like pictures from the 90s, it almost gives me like a bit of nostalgia for that time because I just think like man, they really had it back then. Um like phones were still like in house and stuff, and nobody had a cell phone in their pocket, and so you didn't have like all these distractions from the world. And then I think even like sickness. I mean, sickness was on the rise, but people weren't as sick, and mental illness wasn't as rampant as it is now. And even if and like when you go to a concert, for example, like I look at was it like 1999 Woodstock concert footage, and I just think, man, this is crazy. Like, why aren't concerts like this now? People were jumping around, people were singing to the songs, people were in mosh pits, and it was crazy. But like, you go to a concert now, and people are just holding up their phones, they're recording the concert, and like I said, that's all good if you want to pop out your phone for a little bit and drop something on your Snapchat story and all that, but anytime I go to a concert now, people just, like, stand there and they don't sing to the lyrics anymore. Nobody's really dancing except for, like, a few people, and even then, like, 'cause some of that gets shunned because 'cause I've been to concerts where people get mad that people are sitting there enjoying themselves, and it pisses me off, honestly. Everyday internet is good, but man, one sec here. Okay. Speaking of concerts, try finding a concert video without someone having their phone out recording. Yeah, that's one of my big pet peeves with a lot of concerts. Now, luckily, I've managed to find some people especially going to a lot of shows. So, I mean, you can find people that don't do that as much, but again, it's really challenging, and I think it's something that we just have to learn to accept now. But I really do long for the times of when people didn't have phones and like you actually had to just be present in the moment and either one, like just engage with your thoughts in that moment or engage with the people around you. But I mean, like you guys are saying too, I think there is some good that came out of the internet too. For instance, I can go and do Uber, and I mean that how many people could actually do something like that without it being a big hassle back in the day. Because I mean, taxis, you had to go and sign up, and you had to go and rent a taxi. I mean, at least here, I think you did, and all that, and you had to get approved for the paperwork. But Uber, like, it's just a few clicks on your phone, and you can literally be doing Uber in like a matter of an hour. Um, and then also like I mean, we could do stuff like YouTube and engage on here and like actual chatter and stuff. And I mean, if you want to be a content creator, you can be a content creator. Not saying that all of that is good because being a content creator, there's a fair amount of downsides that I think a lot of creators don't talk about, like getting bored with a lot of things in your life and not being as excitable as you used to be. But I mean, like it is a way of life, and a lot of people do make successful with it. Mid 2000, it was awesome. No phone anywhere, just people dancing, moshing, and drugged up idiots. Yeah, I really wish I could experience concerts in that fashion. Do you think a single person who records at these festivals get any engagement or even rewatch those videos that they record? And definitely not. Um, I actually have recorded like some parts of a concert, and I have rewatched them at some points in time, but I no longer do that because I just find that honestly, being in the moment is a lot better. And like when you're recording, yeah, you're just not in the moment with it. Now, to be fair, I record a lot of stuff on like an action camera at a concert. Like I actually I got this right here, the Insta 360. It's a 360 camera. And I actually did get this camera specifically for that reason. So that way I could record those shows and stuff and not have to worry about being so much out of the moment of having to aim my phone around and everything. Because like with this, I can still be in the moment and I can record a lot of the shows. um, and but that's also kind of content creation purposes because like I record mosh pits and stuff and I put them online and all that because I mean I genuinely enjoy doing that and I love mosh pits, and with that I don't have to worry about as much as if I was like using my phone to do that recording and stuff. So I mean, there's tools nowadays that you can do it. And honestly, with the mosh pit footage, I actually do go back and I do watch some of that because it like when I see some of that, it gets me a little hyped up for concerts before I go in because sometimes you need a little bit of that like hype energy to get you up and going. As much as I talk about like getting up and getting out of your head and getting your body more, it can be a little challenging sometimes. And I find that sometimes it does help with being able to watch that and like get you in that mental state. Where am I from, Kiki? I'm from Iowa, from the hometown of Slipknot. Unfortunately, people here don't like Slipknot, apparently, according to Corley Taylor. The people are also recording are also watching it through the phone. It takes you away from the experience. Um, yeah, I would agree with that a lot, honestly. It it really is like it just takes you away from from the experience. And I really wish it wasn't that way, but it's just it's a time. It is it's just it's an interesting time to be alive, I would say. Do me a favor, mod me because I want my username to be blue. Um, can I can I make you a mod without giving you those permissions? Because well, without giving like certain permissions, because I have one mod right now, and um with you being fairly new here, like I don't want to give too much power and too much control, if that makes sense. Not that you're not a trustworthy person, but like I think you would understand with you being here, like just like pretty much fairly new. Appreciate that, Kiki. Hopefully you'll be around for future streams. Trying to stream every single day from now on. We'll see how that goes though, because life is fairly hectic out here. Color blind in your left eye. That's crazy, man. Um, let me take a look at some settings real quick. Let me see here. Can review and remove chat messages and hide or put users in timeout. All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I don't know if you're watching Tommy or anything, but I'm gonna do it just because of that reason. But I would say please don't like time out anybody or anything. All right, no, that is right. All right, but yeah, I might take the just easier for me because I send multiple messages. Yeah, I can understand that too. It's honestly, I know eventually I'm gonna need more mods going on down the line too. But um, where was I at though? You said you ain't been to a concert for years because of the phone stuff. I actually had to kind of look up for that, but yeah, like you can still you can still go to a concert and have a really good time, but in my opinion, sometimes it's really a numbers game in terms of trying to get to a really good concert. 'Cause I've been to some really, really good concerts too. Appreciate Davis, man. Man. Yeah, I try to be pretty chill, man. Honestly, I think we're really lacking in, content creators nowadays that, are really not the most authentic. Don't worry, Tommy, I got you, man. Don't worry. Is this a very long break you're on? I don't know. I don't know what that means. Is it like a break from concerts? Because I'm not. I still go to I still actually go to a lot of concerts still. Like because I was just at no, like chilling in your car. No, I'm charging my car right now. And Teslas take a little bit to charge on these chargers, and I've said this to other viewers before, like I'm a single guy, I've got no kids or anything, no girlfriend to really worry about. So I mean, I can justify being here and sitting here for a while. How long does it last? Like my car last it 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 could last me like 10 hours of driving straight, I think continuously given like weather and everything as long as it's good. But um the charging part is probably the most tedious because I don't have access to home charging. So but I mean it takes like let me look here real quick and see. Like it's gonna be 2 hours till I'm at full charging, but I mean I'm at 85%. So I mean the longest duration is well the longest it's gonna take to charge is typically that last 20%. Yeah, 2 hours, man. It's crazy. Honestly, like, I wouldn't really recommend electric to a lot of people unless you have access to home charging or if you're gonna be doing supercharging all the time, which that's not really affordable if you ask me. Ain't like 30 minutes of full charge, 2 hours. No, um, it it could actually be shorter than 30 minutes if you do fast charging. Like if I go to a Tesla charger, then I mean I could be topped up in like 20 minutes, but like this charger is completely free, so I mean I could just chill here and like all my entertainment stuff is right here where I need it. Like if I'm not live streaming, then I got all my stuff on my phone. Um and also like I can pop up YouTube on my Tesla screen too and watch Twitch there if I don't want to stream. But I mean like everything I need is right here in my car. How old am I? I am 29. A lot of people seem to think that I'm like 25 or something. But I've also heard all the other people say that I look my age, which is actually getting to be crazy because I didn't think I was ever gonna like look my actual age. I don't trust those fast chargers. If I fast charge my phone, it feels like it dies quicker. Um, I think that comes down to like the whatchamacallit, the battery degradation. Cause like my Tesla, I've had it for 6 months and I've done a lot of fast charging on it. And it's at 91% of its original capacity. So like even if you charge your phone up to 100%, if it's at 91 capacity, then that 100% is probably closer to like what the original 90% would have been like for the phone itself. And it's a lot of heat being applied to the battery itself, which I think that's also why fast charging feels a little weird. You're 30 you're 35. Oh man. I'd loathe to even think about that situation, man. Honestly. Probably doesn't sound too good because I'd have people in my life that are that age, but I don't know. I feel like the older I get, the more I don't know, I guess wisdom that I have, but maybe not so. Maybe that's not right. Cool. Capacity meaning the lithium. Yeah, I guess the best way I could put it is when like lithium batteries when they fill up, they actually expand a little bit But every time they expand, if you go past like a certain point of charge, or I think it even happens just in general, the lithium actually starts forming like little micro cracks on it, so there's less space for that energy to actually go because like the lithium is breaking down, and it just happens with lithium batteries over time. I think there's other battery materials that you can use that are less prone to that, but I think those materials also are a little more expensive. Is Matthew your real name? Yeah, Matthew is my real name, but I go by Matt. I've been thinking about changing my YouTube name to Matt Lamont, but I don't know. I've been kind of really slacking on it. Do you know Snow by the Red Hot Chili Peppers? I know the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but I really have only heard a lot of their most popular songs. Not really. I'm not really like a big fan of I think they're considered classical rock now, aren't they? Some people would probably get triggered at me saying that because I actually I had a guy get triggered at me one day because I said that Kryptonite by who did that song? Isn't it like Three Doors Down or something did that song? I Because I called it dad rock because a lot of people around me started calling it dad rock and he got mad at me. Dude was like, Kryptonite is not fucking dad rock. Oh my gosh. I don't know. There's a lot of people don't want to accept a lot like accept that their musical the music that they grew up with is kind of getting old, but I mean, I've kind of have to come to terms with that too, that a lot of the music that I've grew up listening to is probably considered more classical now. Makes me freak out thinking about how people figured out material holds charge to power. It's crazy, man. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder how we even figured out some of the stuff that we figured out, but here we are now. Like, how did people figure out that electricity works? It's just crazy to think, and but it's just I think it comes down to trial and error, and plus, like if you really think about it, what did people have to do back then? Like nothing. Like they just probably sat around and worked on made like caught fish all day, and then next thing you know, somebody's questioning like, okay, what can we do to make this happen? Like we see the lightning coming from the sky. Like, can we catch that somehow? And then can we harness the power of that somehow? Red Hot Chili Peppers is classical rock to me is Kiss, Ozzy. Yeah, those guys are also classical to me. I don't know. I don't know exactly when Red Hot Chili Peppers formed or whatever, but I think they are kind of starting to get into that territory of classical rock. If not, then they're like pretty close. Because I mean, like, I think everybody knows about I think a lot of people would know about the term dad rock, and people put it into that categorization. And a lot of people I know, uh, that I hang out with, especially like my concert friends, they're starting to call like Shine Down dad rock, and even Linkin Park is starting to be called dad rock now, which is crazy to me because I grew up listening to that music. And then like the original the Xbox 360, apparently that's labeled as a retro console by GameStop now. And I just man, it kind of brought a little tear to my eye when I seen that. I was like, "Oh my gosh, like what is going on?" I grew up playing these games and I grew up listening to this music and now it's just like, "Bro, what is going on?" Kiki, nice to meet you too also. Like I said, hopefully you're gonna be around for future streams. Things tend to get a little crazy around here depending on who's popping in and out. So you'll probably hear people roasting my facial hair or people talking about like all sorts of weird things. But we're here for all the weird things. Raw electricity makes sense because you can just rub your feet on a carpet and touch someone's skin and they'll get a shock. So it's like I wonder if this shit got any real potential and make it bigger. Well, could you imagine if that's how they discovered electricity? They're like, "Man, this is crazy. What if I rub these two sticks together or something? Or what if I rub this sheath wool together?" Like, what happens if I found a way to harness that energy? I don't even know. Like, people are just again, like human ingenuity just never ceases to amaze me because we just find out the weirdest things. Like, we literally look. We we went from making the fucking pyramids in Egypt, and now we're in the process of making sex dolls. If that doesn't tell you anything, like we are literally in the midst of circumventing our own biological processes pretty much that is ingrained in us, and I don't know what we're gonna do now. You and your daughter listen to Linkin Park, Pantera, Korn, Slipknot, then random stuff like Metro. Yeah, I actually grew up listening to a lot of those bands, honestly, like Linkin Park. I think I remember a time when In the End first came out. Pantera, I didn't really get into them later on. Korn, I kind of got into them in middle school. Now Slipknot, I'm in the hometown of Slipknot, by the way, Des Moines, Iowa. Freaking Des Moines, well, Corey Taylor of Slipknot says that Des Moines doesn't, well, hates Slipknot, which seems to be kind of true because I remember the last time they were here playing, wanting to play at one of the venues, one of the neighbors, well, well, a lot of people around that neighborhood said they didn't want that type of music playing there, which pissed a lot of people off, honestly. I appreciate it, Kiki. I don't do a lot to really take care of it, but I mean, yeah, it's just kind of get up and go. The world has become more lonely, hence sex dolls. The fact someone would buy an entire doll for coming in his bonkers to me, like how you hiding that shit in your house? It's just gonna fold down. It's gonna break down somehow. I don't know. That whole thing is kind of weird to me. But I mean, people are really wanting it apparently nowadays. Because I mean, if you look at the quality of like women we're having nowadays, because I mean, I say this to a lot of guys, and like well, I say this to a lot of people in general. Like, you are free to do whatever you want, but like the expectations that's put on people nowadays, and I'm specifically referring to men, how men are expected to be like traditional and pay for a lot of stuff, but at the same time, like women nowadays, they don't have a lot of the other expectations that men would want in a woman, and they don't live up to that and all that. But yet, at the same time, men are expected to live up to a certain standard. Just doesn't sit right with me, and it just seems to be going that route because we're just like men are fed up with the situation that is as it is right now, and like the way the world's going, it's just we're probably heading towards a collapse. Honestly, what if someone sees it like, oh, it's my wife? 100%, 100%, there are gonna be people like that, man, 100%. I mean, I before, I probably wouldn't have thought it was true, I probably wouldn't have thought people like that existed, but, with more and more exposure to people over the years, I'm quickly finding that, there are people like that, and I don't know what's gonna happen, honestly. Some guy sent me a photo of his PC set up, and he had a sex torso on the desk. Oh, man. Yeah, people just don't care, man. People don't care anymore. Dinglebungus, greeting from Israel. Greetings, man. Welcome to the chat. Hopefully you'll stay around, give a sub, give a like. We are talking all kinds of crazy stuff right now. And I honestly don't know where this conversation is even going anymore, but it's just probably gonna get crazier and crazier as we go along. Also, it looks like your picture is Mr. Beast for some. I'm assuming you're like a Mr. Beast fan or something like that. Um, but yeah, I actually know people like that they don't seem to care, and like they'll, man, they'll just freaking they'll leave it out in the open, and they'll honestly even show it to you openly. I don't know, man. People are so freaking, again, weird, but I guess we I guess it's just kinda be expected at this point 'cause, and people are just starting to really not have a sense of morality anymore or, think about, like, future consequences anymore and what they're doing. I don't know what drama's going on there, guys, but please try not to get me banned, okay? There's just certain unfortunately, there's just certain topics that we can't talk about. As much as I would like to talk about them, but, those are, a lot of those topics are just more so for Rumble, I would say. Because if I had this following on Rumble, I would definitely just let chat probably do its thing 100%. Kind of a wild chat. Yeah, we got a lot of wild things going on here, man. But yeah, there's just not a lot of stuff that I really that you're unfortunately allowed to won't talk about on YouTube, and it's a shame, man. Oh, okay, okay. It's at least 6 minutes. That's crazy, man. But yeah, I'm starting to see a lot of different, a lot of recent event topics that are just getting censored, and I just don't like it. I I really wish I really wish Rumble would just catch up and get better at discovery with creators because I would definitely just upload there if I could, but it would probably take way too long to gain a following on Rumble. David Carr, welcome, man. Welcome, welcome. Drop a sub, drop a like if you are so inclined to. We're talking about crazy things in the chat, but keep it to a level that's not gonna get me banned. Yeep, welcome back, man. Isn't Kick meant to be safest and best one now? I don't know, honestly. I really don't know. I mean, I've got a Kick and I want to multi-stream, but the issue that I have with multi-streaming right now is I can't do my own moderation with while multi-streaming from like Streamlabs on my phone. So it would probably have to wait until I actually have like a computer so I could do more moderation, or if I have more moderators that are able to do like cross stream checking and everything to like ban people when they're getting out of hand and everything. So I've been kind of waiting and backing off on that because like here on YouTube I've had issues with people coming in and doing spam, and I can't do any of my moderation that I need to, especially when I don't have any moderators in the chat to do that, especially like around the clock when I'm streaming. Is this person Avis your mod? I made him mod just because he has a colorblind thing going on. It helps him differentiate between like chats and stuff. But I'm sure he's probably not gonna be like a permanent mod or anything. And plus right now he hasn't obviously he's not abusing his power right now, because I mean if he had an issue with you, he could just ban you right now or or time out you, but he hasn't done that. So I mean don't really have an issue with it right now. Yeah, see, he's not exercising any of that stuff. It just gives his name a blue hue. So I mean he's not abusing his power. So I mean I'm not gonna that's that is what it is, man. You're on the internet. What do you expect? You're on the internet. People are gonna say stuff, man. I mean, if you're not liking the chat, man, then I mean you're free to drop out too. I mean, he's not done anything really wrong in my eyes that I can see besides maybe crack a joke here and there. But what's up, Yeep? Thank you for stopping by, man. How you doing today? Here to join in on the chat. Like I said, like bro, you're on the internet. What do you expect? And honestly, if you came in here and said the same thing too, man, like if you said something like that, I mean, I'd probably be saying him. Just got rejected for my dream job today. Sorry about that, Amelia. Hopefully everything works out though. Yeah, Yeep. I think I was talking to somebody else when I said like sub and like and everything. I remember you though. You've been here quite a bit. I'm tweaking, bro. I'm not I'm not even tweaking, man. You're on the internet. You dropped into the chat. When he said that, you could literally have just said like you could literally have just dropped out of the chat and been like, okay, no, like I'm not doing it. Okay. Thank you for stopping by, man. Sorry that your feelings are butthurt about it, but I mean, it is what it is. You can go ahead and watch some other stream. I don't know what his issue is, man. Like, dude, it's the internet. Like people are gonna say stuff. People are gonna make jokes. People are gonna crack jokes. People are gonna say shit that you're not gonna like. Like, what else do you want? 667 subs. You only met the mild version of me. Hey, we're getting up there, Yeep. Like, man. Kiki, so are you single? Yes, I am single, but not looking. Not looking. Think you wanted to troll, and then he flipped. Yeah, man, people are annoying, man, I swear. Like freaking I don't know. He literally could have just been like, "Oh, well, I don't want to see that, so I'm a leave. I don't care." Like I instead he just wanted to sit here and argue about it and everything and make a big deal out of it. And I mean like I don't even know why he got so butthurt about it. Like I've literally I've had people make like Native American jokes about like me pretty frequently. I used to work with a guy that he literally made like malaria blanket jokes, and I fucking laugh at those, man. I just was like, oh yeah, that's pretty fucking funny. I just don't know why people are so serious about it nowadays. Can I get mod yeep? We'll have to think about it going forward. The only reason Avis is got mod status is just because like it helps them see their messages a little bit better because of a color blindness thing. And like I said, they haven't they he we just literally had a guy in here getting all butthurt about them making a joke and everything and all that. And um he didn't abuse the power. Like he could have just been like, yeah, I'm gonna just freaking motto. I'm just gonna do that, but they didn't. So I was like, okay, cool. He's not gonna abuse the power. So If anything, that just makes him more trustworthy in my eyes, honestly. The joke, about the wife and the kids is so random till he took offense, so maybe his wife. I don't know, man. I I'm not mod, just whoa, I'm security, you're the bouncer. I just work here. Yeah. Honestly, like, I would really like my chat to be really loose in terms of moderation and be able to just have everything, like, really, really free flowing and not have to worry about that. Because honestly, the only thing I'm really concerned about when it comes to moderation in my chats is obviously spammers. Spammers are annoying. Nobody likes spammers. Get those out of here. If anybody's being like rude to the moderators that I specifically set as moderators, then I'm not cool with that too. But other than that, like people can say whatever they want about me all day. I don't care. Like people can, if I have an issue with it, I'll time them out myself. That's what a bouncer would say. You get paid. Right now, Yeep, I just have super chats on and like gifts and stuff. I don't have like ad revenue coming in right now. I'm working towards it. I'm like 300 something subscribers off from being able to get ads on my live streams, but that is the ultimate goal. Eventually, is to get fully monetized, so that way I can actually make my way out of like the working market. Going to get off here for now. All right, thanks, Kiki. Hopefully, you'll be by for future streams. You'll be back for plenty of madness later on, because things are starting to heat up in my chats apparently. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. Hopefully, you'll be back for later chats. As stream is a lot easier to watch than his mosh pit footage. I find myself getting angry at people. It's good content, bro. Like I actually get a fair amount of I get a fair amount of subscribers from the mosh pit stuff. Do you hate 6-7? I don't know what 6-7 means. I have no idea what 6-7 means. Basically, morphing his conspiracy theorist brain. Yeah, that's actually kind of true. All right, later, Kiki. Thanks for stopping by. I don't know what to believe. I don't know what to believe either, man. I don't know. Honestly, I just sit here in front of a camera on my phone and I just blab away. Yeah, Yeep, I have no idea what 6-7 even means, honestly. Like, I hear people talk about it online, and I've seen like the videos and stuff, but I have no idea what that means, which probably shows that I'm getting to be like an old enough age to where I'm not fully caught up with like lingo and jargon and slang and all that. Yeah, Avis, it's we're not like blood related, but we've like known each other pretty much like most of our lives. So it's just kind of like we have that we kind of have that like more sibling kind of thing going on. Plus plus I consider him more family than like any of my actual blood relatives, if you ask me, because most of my blood relatives, like, well, my actual family, like parents and stuff, I don't associate with them, and my blood related siblings, I also don't associate with them either. 6-7 is it's brain rotted. 6-7 is just a stupid meme based on a kid at a basketball game who said 6-7, and now children spamming think it's funny. It's just nonsensical. Yeah, I could probably see that, honestly. I don't know. Yeah, I just don't. I never knew where it came from or what it meant. So I was just like, guess I'm getting to be that age where I'm like, oh man, I don't understand these kids anymore nowadays. It's only it's only emergency. He told he told me I was emergency contact. Yes, to keep you safe from the American government. Oh, hell no, man. For 2K badly. Thank you for joining the chat. Hit that sub for more madness, more carnage, more insane chatter going on, but you are joining in on a crazy, crazy time. Crazy, crazy time indeed. On the way to 1,000 subscribers, on the way to monetization. Hopefully you'll join in and join the madness. I'd rather be in trouble from the American government than safe from the UK government. Oh man, I mean, I have heard that the UK is getting pretty crazy, honestly. I mean, but that's also kind of like my American perspective, just seeing like stuff on the internet. And honestly, I haven't actually been over to the UK to see like what's going on over there, but I hear things are getting uh really like mentally ill over there. Yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear what the UK is. Yeah, like the social media arrest and stuff. That's kind of what we're hearing about over here. Bad, bad. Oh man. Yeah, be honest. Like let's hear it. We want the truth, the full truth, and nothing but the truth. Because I think I'd seen something about a bunch of people going into a museum and really wrecking like historical art pieces and stuff. But that's really I think that's really kind of the gist of what I've heard about it. But again, I'm not I don't peruse social media like that often to fully know the situation. But I've been hearing that been getting really bad over there. So much so that like I sometimes I really feel for what's going on over there. Ireland citizens are a minority born in Ireland now. England cities are okay, are gang Rs, grooming gangs, murders, enlist. It's a daily like 10 to 50 per day with the immigration issues. Okay, at least we're on the same page there, honestly, because it's kind of gotten to be the same way here, in my opinion. I mean, but it sounds like really bad over there. Luckily where I'm at, I don't think it's gotten quite as bad, but I could see it definitely getting to that if we keep letting things get out of hand to the way they have been. Okay, so it's kind of it's really a lot of the same thing that's going over here too. Because I mean, like we had that New York subway attack a while ago, and like dude was convicted multiple times on multiple different charges, and they just let him go every single time. The judge said because they don't understand our life, and it would be harmful to send them back. Honestly, honestly, this is probably gonna sound really extreme, and it's probably gonna sound more extreme than a lot of other creators have said in regards to this situation. But the immigration issue, I personally think that we should probably go about the least expensive way of getting them back home. So if that includes sending them in a boat and dropping them into the middle of the ocean and letting them swim back home, let's do that. Um, or like taking them as close to their homeland as we can in like a plane, and then hot dropping them in the middle of the ocean. and letting them make their way back home from there, or whatever method is cheapest from there, honestly. 'Cause I mean, I don't know why we're wasting money on people that don't belong where they are. We also we also get arrested if we type anything on social media that speaks out against it. Yeah, we've been hearing a lot about that too. Go go on, swim. Yeah, just hot drop them in the middle of the ocean, like, as close as you can, 'cause, um, like, the that's kinda the issue we have here in the States is, like, we're deporting people, but, there's only specific places that you can deport people back to sometimes. 'Cause, there's like a rule with, certain countries where we're not allowed to deport them back to their home country, but we can put them in, like, another country, and they can work their way back home from there, but then the issue becomes, like, what if they just come back? What are we gonna do then? We're just gonna deport them back to the back to that same country? And I mean, like, literally, if we just hot dropped them in the fucking middle of the ocean and let them swim back home because, like, they probably can't swim back to the States, then they're probably gonna learn that lesson, like, "Oh, man, I don't wanna get hot dropped in the middle of the ocean again." Like, these guys like, America is crazy. They loaded me up in a plane, and then they, like, took me into the middle of the Atlantic Ocean or something, and then they just they just pushed me out the plane and said, like, "Good luck." There's groups in England now that are patrolling beaches to find out what's going on and prevent them from entering. One group found illegal paperwork in the water. Man, that is crazy. What they found was insane. They found a boated from France with syphilis medication thrown overboard. So they're infected and they threw their benefit papers over. So they claim benefits from France, boat here, then claim benefit. Wow, that's nuts. That's nuts. I seen I seen a guy in Asmon Gold's chat saying something like that about American benefits where they come over where a guy said he literally came over here pretty much illegally, and then the US government actually helped him get on like everything like food stamps, Medicaid, and they like free healthcare and free food and everything, and they literally handed him all the paper and pretty much did it for him. French government can't keep up with it, so they get benefits for months from both countries. This is what happens. This is exactly what happens, honestly. Like I'm a so politically I'm not aligned with really the left or the right, but I keep saying this is why a lot of people are leaving the right, well, leaving the left now because like that's just been the leftist agenda for so long is to they just think like, oh, we shouldn't have borders, we should just let people go wherever they want to, and like look where it's getting us. People are literally just coming into countries, they're taking all the benefits, they're not contributing anything really, they're not then they're taking up jobs that other people could have, which that's been kind of like a divisive thing, but like I've literally seen this. Well, I haven't seen it, but I've heard lots of stories about this from doing Uber over the years that like over here specifically in the States. I'll say this for example, like let's say somebody comes over here illegally and they get like a job, quotations, a job where they're getting paid under the table. They're not paying taxes or anything at like a hotel, which is very frequently here. And they're paid subpar minimum wage. So, and you got to think about it. Well, they can't call anybody to say like, "Hey, I'm not getting the wages that I need to. I'm here illegally. Can you do something?" Well, they can't do that because they're here illegally, so they can't do that. And then they take up benefits also, and like Then on top of that, they send the money home back to their home country instead of spending it here. So it's just it's a really vicious cycle. People that have invaded the warehouse give them free things, and they get free latest iPhone, free clothes, free hotel stays, indefinitely with free food, free cigarettes. They're not legally allowed to work, but they purchase just Eat or Uber profiles for 50 uh what is that? Is that I forget the name for your currency over there, but isn't it like aren't you like pounds or something like that? Search the elderly woman who okay, e- illegal delivery driver. Yeah, right. That's been happening here too, honestly. Uh, especially with like Uber, because I mean, people get like black market accounts and all that, and then they'll go and pick somebody up, and then they'll take them somewhere really suspicious, do their thing, and then from there, they never the person that got in the Uber, they're never seen again or heard from. It's really scary, dude. Like you could literally just get in an Uber and then um if you aren't properly like armed or anything like that, then it could be your last day on earth just getting in an Uber. You know, and sometimes it is a little scary for me too as an Uber driver because I mean I see a lot of people. Happy Monday. Elevator has guide rail. Thank you for joining. Drop a like, drop a sub on the stream. Hopefully you'll stick around for the lots of chatter. Here's the story of the Scottish girl who got chased, touched, harassed daily by a group of legals. She was 12 years old. No, I don't think I've heard about that one yet. But I mean, like, it doesn't surprise me at this point in time because, like, the amount of stuff I see online is just crazy, and people have just lost their damn minds from the American forcing for aliens to breed with illegal migrants. Oh boy, this is a crazy time to be alive. That hairline, I know. I've got that DBZ Vegeta hairline going on. Then one day a family member gave her a hatchet and a knife, and she became a meme defending herself. She went to a court. Man, that is crazy work. Crazy. Buddy, you gotta shave that thing off your lip. I'm not shaving it. I'm not looking for anything serious. I don't care. I'm not shaving it. I will shave it when I feel like it. How about that? So you can sit there and you can keep talking shit. You can make all the jokes. You can roast me. You can say whatever you want. I'm not shaving it. I will actually actively laugh if you roast me. Vegeta theme intensifies. Ah! Are you a mosh pit enthusiast? I am a mosh pit enthusiast. I fucking love mosh pits. Some people probably don't get it, but I fucking love mosh pits. It is patchy AF. I know. It doesn't connect to anything. Nothing connects. It would probably look a lot better if it actually connected, but it is what it is. People honestly, if anything, it probably enhances the stream because people come in here and they talk shit, and then I just laugh at it and I joke around with them about it too, and then it brings in more people and more people talk shit, and then I just get more viewership. It's a win-win. You get to come in here, you get to talk shit about my fucked up facial hair. I get more stream viewers out of it. It's a win-win. Let him be patchy. He ain't hurting anyone. Yeah, it's harmless. It's just it's just some facial hair. People are acting like it's the end of the world. His nickname has been Patches his whole life. See, it's a fucking win-win. Like I don't even like if I shave this shit now, it probably just it like the stream wouldn't be as entertaining. I think they have the you know what's crazy? You know what's actually really crazy is I actually carry an electric razor in my car. Yeah, yeah, I'm charging my car up. I'm charging my car, man. I've got like I've got 9% left, but yeah, I'm charging the razor. And it's actually charged too. So I could legitimately just like be in this parking lot and just shave, but again, I'm not trying to do that because I'm 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 working on my pussy repellent. Okay, I'm working on my pussy repellent. That's why I tell all the ladies at the shows anyway. Even though for some reason like the mustache, I don't understand why the girls like the mustache because I sit here and I look in the mirror and I just think like, bro, you look goofy as fuck. What are you doing? And then like girls will come up to me at concerts and stuff, and I'm just like, come on, man. Like, I'm not looking for anything right now. Why? Go away. Go away. I don't fucking care. Get out of here. Get out of my face. We need to get more. I need to get more people in here. Just, just freaking just doing this stuff. Shaves. Matthew shaves versus Vegeta goes Super Saiyan first time. Oh man. Oh man. That's that's equivalent to the Battle of the Gods status right there. Honestly, that's probably what would happen if I shaved. Like, somebody else is gonna go Super Saiyan, and like I'm not gonna have the hair to go Super Saiyan, so so I just wouldn't be able to, and then I just get my ass whooped. And I'm like, man, I shouldn't have shaved. Shouldn't have shaved. Shouldn't have did it. I mean, I still got the hair on top of my head though, so I mean, I got that going for me. Even though, like, even though I have the Vegeta hairline going on. Honestly, like, I'm I'm kind of worried that I'm gonna keep losing hair on my hairline because, like, I don't know if it's visible on stream or not or on camera, but like I actually have a bald spot right there. So like I'm worried that one day like this hairline is gonna get all the way here, and then like my hairline is just gonna be all fucked up here, and then like it's just gonna be normal on this side. First day in the pit, shaved. You're getting slapped personally. Will pay the homeless man to do it. I'd be fucking ashamed if I got jumped by a homeless man in a pit. I'd fucking be pissed, bro. Like, man, I've had some shit happen in a pit, but not never getting jumped by a homeless person. I first of all, I'd be wondering how the hell they even got into the pit anyway. Like, how do you get money to get in here, dude? It's like $60 a ticket to get in here. Why aren't you down at the soup's kitchen? No, no, I pay well, imagine moshing with an electric razor turned on in your hand, bro. Oh, some girl is gonna be pissed as fuck because that's probably the first one that I'm going for too. Like I'm definitely going for the first girl that has like a ponytail or something, and she's just like, like I'm just looking around like, "Oh, whoops, shit." Well, you kind of accept that something might happen in the pit when you get in the pit. I'd be fucking heated though. I mean, I've had people like step on my hair and like I've gotten my hair caught and snatched in a pit, but somebody running with a razor through that bitch. Oh man, I'd be so pissed off, bro. One of my dreams when I used to go to festivals was getting naked, covering myself head to toe in lube, and going into a pit of invincibility. You know what really pisses me off is when people go in there with fucking spikes, man. Like, come on, why are you like I get it's the style and everything with metal, but damn, why are you in here with like 2 inch long spikes that well, this is probably bigger than 2 inches, but actually that was most definitely bigger than 2 inches. But why are you in here with like 1 foot long spikes on your outfit? What the fuck, bitch? Why are you trying to kill somebody? What's going on here? It just makes me so mad, but I can't get mad at it because like then I look like the douchebag for being like, bitch, to get the fucking spikes off. Why are you in the pit? No, she will be so happy just adding tally marks to her already made tally sheet. Look, look, look. Most most like emo type girls in the punk scene already have like half shaved heads, so I'd probably actually be doing them a favor by finishing the haircut. like like bitch, why are you in here with half a shaved head? Like finish the fucking haircut. Commit to it. Like, are you gonna be bald or not? Why is your hair like on the sides? Why you only got half a haircut? Or not even half a haircut. Why do you have like 3/4 of a haircut? What happened? I'm Punk, she loves her spikes. Oh man, I don't know. I accept whatever happens in the pit because like I mean I've definitely gotten like clocked in the jaw a few times in a mosh pit and like I actually had to have like $500 worth of dental work done to get a chipped tooth handle and everything. But like it's just too much fucking fun. It's just too much fucking fun. It's like the only rush that I really get nowadays. Like I got fucking bored of video games, so I don't really play games anymore except socially. I got fucking I've gotten bored with the anime kind of nowadays. I mean, I still watch anime, but like I just don't watch like a lot of new anime now. So it's just like and like I'm just not like an emotional person and when I get in a mosh pit it's like the most extreme of extreme emotions, so it's the only thing that really gets my blood flowing and it gets me excited. So like I just accept what happens in the world record pit. What's a world record pit? Who holds that right now? Isn't it like Slipknot or something? Didn't feel like a pit, just felt like skipping and jogging. The Devil Driver Circle Pit. What's no, I wish I could have been around for the Woodstock pits, man. But I also hear those pits got really, really crazy back then. So I don't know. Ugh, Devil Driver. I don't think I've heard of them before. I gotta get a hoodie on. It's getting a little windy out here. circle pit, not just mosh pit. Yeah, like all the circle pits I've been in are just like running around in a circle, really, which that's kind of fun. I like them, but I like push pits a little bit more. It's just there's a certain rush with push pits. Now, what I don't like is I don't like the hardcore pits. I don't like when people are swinging and throwing fists and stuff. Now, if it's what people like, then more power to them. But personally, for me, like I've been hit too many times in a hardcore pit to really want to do those anymore. Uh, great. Devil Driver used to do a circle pit on one song, and they hit a world record for one of them at Download Festival. I don't like normal mosh pits. Don't like being smacked in the face with punk spikes. I find most of the time that most people aren't wearing spikes in pits. It's just when it does happen, it is a little annoying. I do know that like upscale venues here, particularly like they actually don't allow spikes in venues really much at all, unless somebody like manages to sneak them in. But even then, like they usually get caught at the doors, which I'm thankful for because like people just know. Well, I'm not gonna say everybody knows, but I mean like for the most part, if you're going to a metal show or you're going to a rock show, you're probably gonna know that it's gonna get fucking crazy. And if it like if you don't know, then I mean that's one thing, but like going to a concert, if you just want to chill there and like listen to the music or whatever, that's cool. Do your thing. Just like especially at a rock and a metal show, like you need to be off to the sides or somewhere in the back where like you can just watch that because for the most part, everybody knows that like the front of a rock and a metal show, like especially up at the gates, people are gonna be crowd surfing. There's gonna be a mosh pit. There's gonna be crazier people up there. So if you don't want to deal with that, then you're gonna have to just accept that that's the culture around rock and metal, and that's all there is to it. And I think even rap shows are getting to be that way too now, like the Suicide Boys, because my homeboy, he tells me about Suicide Boys shows and those apparently they have mosh pits there too. So it's getting to be a thing in rap and all that too. Spikes or not, I don't like being smacked in the face by a flying elbow. Yeah, it happens. Again, and I get it. Not everybody wants to do it. Not everybody likes that, but it's just something that like I personally accept when I go into the pit that I may or may not eat like a flying foot or I may like get a elbow to the jaw, and that's happened a few times. I've gotten broken noses in pits. I've gotten like not dislocations, but I've seen some pretty nasty injuries in the pit. Like one of my buddies, Jesper, he ended up breaking his ankle in a pit, and that's just because I think it's mostly because like he's a big guy and like um, and like when he fell, and keep in mind, like when I say big, I mean like 300 pounds at the time. He's lost a lot of weight now, and I'm really proud of that. He's lost a lot of weight, but when he fell, he was like 300 pounds, and he broke his ankle in three places. So like there's some people that probably shouldn't be in the pit, but like again, it's the culture around it. If you're gonna go in, then you just have to accept that like something may or may not happen. Now, I usually keep my wits about me when I'm in the pit for the most part, because like people are gonna get thrown around, and I've had people get thrown into me and whatnot, and you gotta know how to fall with grace, and you gotta know how to break your fall, and you gotta know when to like let your body give way to like a certain energies instead of like trying to fight it because there's sometimes you might eat something in the pit where it'd be better for you to just let it happen, let it go through or whatever instead of like trying to lock down and let things just let like eat the full brunt of the force. kind of rock and metal shows. I'm just not a pit person. Yeah, and there's not a lot of people. There's plenty of people that aren't pit people, and that's understandable. I drank and had a night out with Enter Shikari before they got famous. So it Bring Me the Horizon. Man, I want to go to a Bring Me the Horizon show so bad. Genuinely a bad person. Why is he a bad person? Did something happen with him? I don't want to fall with grace. I just don't want to fall. Yeah, I mean it's just the thing with pits. Like you kind of learn this, but I mean for the most part, like with pits, in my experience, everybody's usually pretty respectful. Like if somebody sees you fall, they're gonna pick you back up so that way you don't get trampled or anything and all that. And when most of the time when people have accidentally like clocked me in the jaw or something, they stopped and they've checked and they made sure that I'm all good. And I've done the same for other people too. Like I've accidentally clocked people in the jaw and I had to stop and make sure that they were all cool. One of the first shows was Bring Me the Horizon, my hometown. Before they got signed, he kicked a pregnant girl in the face and spat on the crowd. Is that back? Is that back when he was? I don't know if he's like drinking heavily or anything, but wasn't he like drunk at that time, or wasn't he doing a lot of drinking at that time? So I know that seems to be like a big theme with a lot of hard rock and artists and everything is usually they were release their first album. Okay, yeah, I could see that. So I know that a lot of rock artists usually get like a pretty bad rep in their early days when like they're younger and they're drinking and they're smoking or doing whatever and like they just do stupid stuff and all that. Which to be fair, I mean like the stuff that you do at those ages it does matter and it's not like it's gonna go away, but um it's just to say that that might have been a time in his life where things probably weren't that good. Because I mean, like even I think even Marilyn Manson had his days, where he was drinking a lot and he got kind of a bad rap back then. Even like the members of Slipknot, like that, I think some of them got kind of got their own reputation around the Des Moines area. Because I mean, I hear quite a bit of stories about Slipknot just driving around here and everything. Because it seems like half the Des Moines population knows somebody from Slipknot in some way, shape, or form. It was a rock festival in my town, and they played at random venues across the town. He was just awful. I dr- drank with him after, but the stunt drummer was super nice. Always seemed like a cunt. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I personally don't know like a lot of that stuff, but it's honestly, with a lot of stuff with famous people, it wouldn't really surprise me at this point in time. I mean, I love the music, but it's not like I know them on a personal level too. Either way, I at least want to see one of their shows. Oh yeah, 100%. I don't think he could get away with that now. He's just they're way too big of a band. I think they have like 15 million monthly listeners on Spotify. So like they're just too high profile. But I mean some things do kind of like disappear with time too. I've noticed because I've heard some stories about some artists and like yeah the fan base and like a certain amount of people might know about it, but there's people that are probably just gonna be like, oh, I separate the art from the artist or whatever. At the end of the day, this was days before phones recording at concerts too. Damn, man, that is crazy. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, uh, I know one day I'm still, yeah, the other mod. Yeah, we go deep into those rabbit holes, man, with conspiracy theories. We go deep, man. Honestly, like, I tell a lot of people now, and this is kind of this kind of becoming a saying is like the difference between a conspiracy theory and the truth is 6 to 12 months. I mean, if you think about a lot of the conspiracies that we've had as the most recent years, a lot of them have actually been proven to be true. I mean, like with COVID, everybody was saying like, oh, it's a conspiracy. It's a lab leak and all that, and everybody was like, "Oh, no, that's just a conspiracy made up." And then lo and behold, 6 to 12 months. Well, I think it was sooner actually. And then they finally come out and they say like, "Oh yeah, it might be a lab leak," and it's just like, "Whoa, what were we talking about? This is exactly what we were saying." 6 to 12 months is generous. It's usually 6 to 12 years. Yeah, yeah, I think it used to be that way because I mean, we didn't have the internet back then, but now with the internet, you just really can't hide anything. Either one, like the best way to go about hiding something, I think, is you got to spread like some misinformation, rumors, or you got to say like a big lie, or you got to really you got to think of something really above and beyond. Because I mean, all the stuff with like COVID happened really fast and all that, and now dialect murder. Yeah, that I don't know. But I mean like even we're starting to realize that Lyme disease might actually be like a manufactured thing, which is just I really wish that thing was never a thing. Oh man. A lot of my favorite theories unfortunately I probably can't talk about on here personally just because they do pertain to a certain historical event that happened in a particular year revolving a certain person with a certain group of people, so I can't really talk about that here. But I'd say what the fifth is because I pleaded. Yeah, you're kind of getting on the money there, but again, we just there's just we unfortunately we can't talk about it because again, YouTube is being fucking YouTube right now, and honestly, like I don't wanna get fully banned off of YouTube for saying a bunch of bullshit, man. I can't wait till eventually like free speech is actually free speech and all that. And like I said, if I could go on Rumble and have a following, man, I swear I would just go on Rumble and do that because Rumble, like you can say whatever you want on Rumble and not have to worry about that kind of persecution. But it just is what it is, and you unfortunately YouTube is just the bigger platform. It's easier to get discovered on YouTube and to gain a following on YouTube. But maybe one day once I get a big enough following, I'll just say screw this and I'll take a chunk of my audience with me to other platforms. That way we can engage in more topics that I would actually like to engage with. Because on right now, even YouTube is just too captured by people that I just don't really like being in power. But YouTube's just it's first actual in-person follower right here. My great granddad served. I know he'd hate admitting it now. Yeah, it's a crazy time, man. Who would have thought that like history as it is right now would have been completely flipped on your like a have a completely flipped perspective. That's just crazy to think that what we're doing right now is just like, a lot of our like predecessors definitely would have been like, "Whoa, what are you talking about? Like, no way." Yeah, history is always written by the winners, unfortunately. I just wish we could be more like open and honest about it, but like it's yeah, that's just the way things are right now. Hopefully we're gonna get back to actually writing the truth once a lot more of this stuff comes out to light. And I mean, I think that's the one good thing with the internet is you can't really hide things with the internet anymore. Like you think you can. I mean, you could try your best to hide stuff, but somebody's eventually gonna slip something out. Smaller the cap, the bigger the history somehow. Yeah. Hopefully, yeah. I try to have a lot of hope for the future, honestly. As much as grim as some things look right now, but things are like we're in a really uncertain time. Welcome back, Pixie. We've gone down some really crazy rabbit holes while you were gone. Yeah, everybody just act normal, act normal. Jennifer, welcome back. I remember you from yesterday. We have quite the crazy conversations going on right now. Yeah, Vegeta, Vegeta. Yeah, we're talking about my hairline and everything. I don't know. People are it's just a crazy time to be alive, honestly. Man, if you had one of those paintings nowadays, I don't even know what kind of money you would even be into right now. New place I moved to, there's an old barn. We found an engine, a box TV, and a scythe in the wall. Damn, man, that is crazy. It's like you got some rare artifacts in your house. Yeah, that's like a location for a saw trap or something. Some- Yeah, me and Kakarot are best friends, man. We go way back, man. He's a pretty cool guy sometimes. I didn't really like him though around the Tournament of Power because like all he keeps wanting to do is fight strong people for some reason. Yo, man. I I kind of fear to imagine what chat is gonna be like at like a couple hundred viewers, let alone like a couple thousand people. More power and money you get, the less hairline you shall have. Bro, I'm gonna be so pissed if I lose my hair one day. I've spent like I think at this point actually I've been growing my hair out for 10 years. I'd be so pissed. I mean like if I went bald, I don't know what I would even do honestly. Hopefully it doesn't happen. I mean my grandpa on my dad's side, he had a full head of hair until the day he kicked the bucket. My Now, my grandparents on my mom's side, no, they didn't, but hopefully I get the good genes with the hair. You need to surrender to the fact you will lose it. There's no easy way to tell, by the way. There's an easy way to tell, by the way. I need to know this now. Touch the top of your head where your hairline grows from. If it feels thinning, say bye bye to your hairline. If your hairline has been receding over years, say bye. I mean, it doesn't feel bad. I mean, I've got like I got kind of like a widow's peak going on, like that Vegeta hairline, but like I haven't really noticed any receding hairline over the past few years. Honestly, my forehead's always been kind of fucking big. We need new pictures before that day so people believe we had pretty identical hair. Touch where it grows from, like the dome, like up here. No, there's no like thinning up here or anything. Like like around here and everything. Like there's no thinning going on. Noticing a new mod. Yeah, I just made Avis to mod because they have like a colorblind thing issue going on, so they can tell where they're at in the chat because they're a very frequent chatter. But other than that, they're not actually doing mod activities. We actually had a guy in here talking crap to him and like everything, and they didn't assert any mod power. So yeah, don't worry, Pixie. Don't worry, Pixie. You're still on the list. You're still on the list. Avis isn't actually like a full mod or anything. Just yeah, it's just like it's like an accessibility thing. I'll put it that way. Yeah, that's really the only reason why. All right, let me check the time here real quick because I kind of have something to do. Uh, yeah, I think it's time for me to actually call it here because I've got to actually pick up my friend here in like the next kind of like 40-ish minutes. Yeah, don't worry, Pixie, you're on your number one spot pretty much. Yeah, as a fugitive to pick up, send your resume, and we'll respond in 10 to 12 business days. Probably faster than that. I think we work faster than that, bro. But yeah, I think a late night friend. Oh, but yeah, like it's about time for me to go because I gotta get my friend for work and then all that stuff. I've gotta also get him tomorrow, but like it's been like a really fun, really good stream today, honestly. Like had a couple people come in here and like do some super chat donations, which that was kind of crazy. I wasn't expecting that, honestly, but also they were on a little on the preachy side of things, so I don't know how I feel about that overall. But I mean, 20 squad cars approaching your location, by the way. I'll just shrug it off. I mean, what's the big deal? It's just a couple fugitives. Um, but yeah, it's been like really. It's actually been probably one of the funnest streams so far. A lot of you guys are making it like really cool, really engaging. Hopefully, like I continue to grow and get more and more engagement in the chat because yeah, this is really like fun. But I'm gonna try and be on tomorrow, probably around the same time, because that's like I said, that's the goal. Stream pretty much every day until at least until monetization, and then I'll probably stream even more after that. Because yeah. It's really, really, really fun doing this, honestly. You guys make it like really, really worth it too. Mm, Actually, I'm actually glad that I found like a really, really engaging people with chat and everything. So again, hopefully everybody's gonna stick around for future streams. Really been really fun. I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you all for joining in so much. Look forward to future streams. Thank you all for joining. Peace.